Welcome everyone to our next episode in the Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign. Let's get started with a little bit of a recap. So in our last session, there was a lot of story, again, similar to the session before that, in which you did finally meet this character called the White Witch / Marinalis / a name that I really loved that y'all gave her, which was Madam Tree. In rewatching it, it made me laugh a lot. You kept calling her Madam Tree. So anyways, you met her. Fortunately, though,
didn't do fuck all to help us.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, she didn't have much information to give you. Well, she had some. She didn't necessarily have a cure, basically. She told you quite a few things. I won't necessarily recap all of them, but I'll recap the big ones. She told you to go up to Whitestone, with which her tree that she lives in, you're not really sure what that relationship is, but this tree called the Sun Tree, which stands in the center of the city Whitestone, which you were headed up to anyways, has these golden leaves, and the golden leaves purportedly are, at least according to her, a very important component, she believes, for finding this cure, but they are not the cure itself, but they are a very important component, a necessary component. She also sort of gave each of you sort of a channeled message as to what the matron at least believes is to be potentially your future and involvement with this whole story potentially. And all of you sort of got your own little blurbs, so to speak, about who you are and what.
Should have wrote that down.
I'm gonna put it all. I'm gonna put all of them in your character sheets on Roll20. I haven't done it. You don't necessarily need to know it right now. It's not that important.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, I just have to murder follow up the Dawnfather for revenge. I get that. Thank you.
I think I just have to be true to myself.
Just like grand reveals, like epic destinies. Kaz, just keep being you.
Just be, yeah, just you do you.
Just keep doing you.
Be cool, baby.
Yeah. So yeah. And then and then after that, she brought you into this hut that was also there, with where she was living, and she had this young girl who had been afflicted by this black telling disease, and this young girl wasn't looking so hot. Anyways, Kahrn, you consoled her, and discovered that she in fact died from this shortly before some weird shit happened, like tentacles came out of her orifices on her face. It was really weird. It was gross.
You hate when that happens.
And yeah, right? Hate when that happens. And so then, as y'all left the hut, and by the way, this young girl was sort of tethered to the hut via a shackle, which was odd. And as you left the hut with the White Witch, maybe like a minute or so after you left, you heard this shackle moving and clanging, and the White Witch didn't look very happy and looked quite displeased, after which she sent down a bolt of lightning, destroying the hut and everything inside of it.
Zombies.
Then, let's see. Then after that, she left, and and then you fought some centaurs, the Headless Horseman, and that was an interesting chase scene or whatever.
Zumi had some tracks, man.
Yeah, so that happened, with which you did escape and get away, and you got away from this zombie giant. And then after that, you found on your way up to Whitestone from the road, you could see probably about a mile or so off of the road, because where you are on the road right now is pretty close to the ocean. You sort of saw with sort of obscured with all this mist, this isle, that you could sort of see the silhouette of a raven atop what appears to be some sort of large structure. Can't quite really tell. And Kahrn also noticed a feeling in his chest that he has never felt before, an odd feeling.
Heartburn.
Heartburn. Yes, he
abysmal,
was feeling some heartburn, and that's where we ended. So, yeah. So why don't we go ahead and start there? Noah, did you hear back from Nathan by chance?
I haven't. I don't think I have.
Okay, then we're just gonna get started then. Yes. Just to give some context, it's roughly, it's still nighttime, because remember you had that battle during nighttime, so it's still nighttime. You've been walking for maybe a couple hours or so. So it's well into the nighttime, actually. Your characters, some of them are looking a little, bedraggled, we'll say. It's a pretty clear night out. It's kind of cold and crisp. There is sort of this mist that is sort of parading across the landscape. And let's see, as you're walking, let's see, Kaz, Langley sort of looks over to you and he says, "Hey there, man. Do you happen to have any drink on you, would you?"
No, I'm all out.
And he says, "Oh, me too. In fact, that Fey wine that the cat bought me, I don't know where it went, to be honest."
That's odd. Are you sure you didn't?
Didn't he volunteer?
Like, were you sleep drinking again?
He says, I don't really remember. I could have very well drank it. All I remember is...
Maybe the container's gone too? It's not just empty?
Well, all I remember is just waking up next to that tree with my arm in the ground, to be honest. So I don't know, mate. I wouldn't be the first time, I suppose, I've drunk a whole bottle of something by myself. But it's been
it's unfortunate.
Right. I know. Do you think anyone else might have any? And he looks over at you, Rove, and he says, "Got any spirits on you, mate?"
Spirits? What? It's not enough that you can get flown through the air by a flying fish, man. You want refreshments on the flight as well. I'm chock-full out. I'm chock-full out, mate.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd be drinking it myself.
He looks to you, Risa, and just raises his eyebrows. He's sharing this conversation pretty publicly. You wouldn't happen to have any, right?
Buddy, don't look at me.
No.
And he looks over at Kahrn and he says, I know he just doesn't even have any. Yeah. Jesus.
Point of order, the dwarven stout and all that stuff, that's on the ship still, right?
On the ship.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah.
Safe.
We're not like lugging like barrels of wine. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
we don't have to do that?
Oh, we could.
You are?
We could.
Okay, so just a reminder to everyone, we were advised to travel by night with no light. So how far do we think that extends? Like, is this just indefinitely until this is all done, or until we get off land, or?
You feel like maybe that island doesn't fall under the purview of that rule?
It might not, Just tossing it out there. We were advised to stay clear of thunder, and we didn't stay clear of thunder, or to be cautious at least. And I think we found the source of the thunder.
We did.
Being the sad, lonely giant, whom none of us found out why they were sad. But the plan is just assuming here we're all going to the island, right?
Unless this is something Kahrns feels he wants to do himself.
I see no reason not to bring you all with me.
Oh,
Let's do it.
lovely.
You
Makes
do
me
like
feel all
us.
warm and fuzzy inside.
It's weird.
Get used to it.
So even if we are going to travel during the day, we have been traveling for quite some time, and it might be advantageous to take a wee snoozle.
Mhm.
That sounds,
Yeah, I could
Perhaps
definitely see
sounds
that.
nice.
a long rest.
Langley, by the way, has some arrow wounds still in his chest.
Where? Damn.
And Risa's been.
Yeah, I got,
Risa's looking battered and bruised.
Slapped around a little bit.
Yeah.
maybe a full day's rest could be nice. How's that sound to you, gentlemen?
I'm eager to get going, but I should probably get those arrows out of you, Langley.
Wait,
Nope.
do you mean sleep through the night and the day? Is that what you meant? Reason?
It's almost morning now.
I meant sleep through the day and then continue on.
Because it's night right now, I think.
Mm. Well,
Right,
it's almost morning though.
Which is when we want to be sleeping.
Oh,
which is
it's
when we
almost
want to
morning.
be. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
If we take an 8-hour long rest, that'll get us out at like midday, which I think is okay. You know.
Unless we don't want to be traveling during the day.
True. It's all right. Let's chill out, man.
How close to the coast are we?
About a mile.
Oh no.
Half a mile.
So that's the island or the isle. So
Yeah.
to the coast, it's really not that far. It's maybe 100, 200 feet.
We're there.
Oh,
We're on the
okay.
beach.
All right.
Yeah.
We're on the
Uh-huh.
beach.
Okay.
Right,
Does it
oh,
look
go
like
ahead.
something we could swim across?
Well, so remember it is winter now. So you could
little
probably
chilly.
swim there. The wind is a little cold. The water isn't necessarily frozen. It's kind of in that part of winter where the water seems to be, or the snow's starting to melt maybe. But it's still cold. And the water's very dark, sort of just like, and brisky. water's chilly up here, but you definitely could swim there. It's really not that far. Yeah, like I said, it's roughly about a mile or so.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I propose we take a wee long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Langley says that'd be nice. So
Yeah, sounds good.
y'all make camp on the road
Perhaps off the road.
or slightly off the road. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd like to. I think when I do finally get some shut eye, I would like to do so in the water.
Mm-hmm.
But before that,
Oh, sick.
we don't have anything to take some R&R with. Crap.
What do you mean?
There's no opportunity for R&R or inspiration. I was gonna do some reading.
Yeah. So you can do downtime actions now. So
But I need inspiration to actually like progress in my.
Oh, okay. So you need to
my
get
book
inspiration first. Let's see. I mean, if you guys want to go hunting and find some food, cook it or something, I'll let you
Sounds
do
good.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can I? What might I roll to maybe go on a little hunt?
So yeah, you're gonna make a survival check for that.
Nice.
Yeah, you can make a survival check just to see if you can find any food in the area.
Anybody want to help out? If only we had a ranger.
A ranger, I know.
Oh man.
Ruark, he's just, I don't know. He's off in his own world.
Hey guys, I
Literally.
found Ruark. He's right here.
Kitty
11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
Well,
intelligence boost that?
Found some lizards.
I mean, I could, but I literally have.
We're about to long rest.
That's true. Gami.
Yeah.
Add 4 to that shit.
okay.
15.
15. Okay. Well, thanks to your spurt of genius.
Wait a second. I'm a man.
Birding genius.
You notice that there's quite a few clover plants, and you notice that a lot of the clover plants have been nibbled. And so as you sort of follow that little trail, you come to a little hole with which you reach inside, and you reach your arm in, and you pull out a small sort of like pygmy little warthog. That's
Just going noodling.
so.
Okay. I stay with the small warthog
Okay. Okay.
and hold it for a bit and see if anything comes out.
Oh, okay.
I would like to do so maybe like in a tree or at least semi-obscured.
Okay. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Oh.
Perception.
Oh. Nothing.
Well, you don't really hear anything or see anything. You hear a twig snap though.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's pretty audible. You know, you hear sort of like a kind of sort of ish far away. And you wait, and you really just don't hear or see anything. After that, after about
Okay.
half an hour.
Baby back ribs tonight.
Baby back.
Cool. So I bring back
Make some bacon.
Making some bacon. So I bring back the pig, field dress it, and start cooking it for the use of the party, for the enjoyment of the party.
Okay. Cool.
With a very small fire, perhaps.
Yes. So while you're doing that, Rove, and as you bring the piggy back, oh, let me plug my computer in. That would be bad. Okay. There we go. So as you start, cooking this, and everyone is very grateful to you for, instead of having to eat rations, Langley says to you all, well, since we don't have any drink, and if you fancy a game of dice, he holds out a bunch of dice, basically, just normal looking dice.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks over at you, Kaz, and he says, ever heard of a Vondra's Favor? Which, Kaz, being from Kamal, most definitely have heard of this game.
All right.
So he sort of throws 2 dice at each of you. And he says, all right, the rules for this game are quite simple. You're going to roll the 2 dice. If you get a 7 or a 12, you win. Now, all of you essentially are going to be playing against me, okay? So we start off with a bet of 5 silver. If you get 7 or 12, you win your bet from me. But if you don't, I get it. However, should you not roll 7 or 12, you can double your bet to roll another dice. Therefore, if you win with doubling your bet, you win doubling your bet. But if you lose, you lose it. What do you say?
Sounds like a broken game.
He says,
but I'm game.
He says, it's been a while since I played it.
I'm sure your luck is a little rusty.
He says,
and you're the house. So you're not actually making any decisions.
Yeah.
He says, you want to go first, mate?
To who?
Sure.
To me?
To Rove.
Oh, Rove.
Why not? I'll bet 50 silver.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, damn.
High roller.
Hey, we're pirates unless you knew. I mean, unless those rings on your finger are just for show.
Okay.
Hey.
Wow.
How about that?
Oh my God. So Rove, add to your sheet plus 50 silver. That was easy.
And I think that's it. Gonna call it done.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna put 10 silver.
Okay.
Reese has been after that little warm up.
He
Inspired.
and Langley says, "The luck of Avandra must have been with you."
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks over to Eureka and he says, "I suppose we'll see if it's with you as well, my lady."
And so the idea is you roll another die, and you have to pick 2 out of the 3 die to make 7 or 12.
Or
Yeah, so
do
all
three
of them. Yeah.
Oh,
so
all 3 of them.
The sum of everything has to add to 7 or 12 no matter what.
Ooh.
So I have a 1 in 6 chance.
Oh.
Hey. Hey.
That's a 6.
So I did
Yeah,
not.
6 and 6 is 12.
That's a 12.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait. Didn't show on the screen. Okay.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Eat a nice big one, Langley.
And he says, "All right. Well, I suppose maybe the luck of Avandra is not in my favor."
Suppose it has been a while, hasn't it?
He says, "I suppose." He gives you 10 gold or 10 silver pieces, Risa.
Oh.
Kahrns will like just sit down and just plop 5 silver.
I'll be right back, guys.
Sure.
It's like, I never gambled before. This should be fun.
And Langley says, "I have never seen anything like this, to be honest. I don't understand."
This is easy. I want to try again. Plop down 100 silver pieces.
Easy.
And he looks at all of you and he says, "Are you followers of the Lady Avandra? Because clearly she likes all of you."
Kahrns will look at Langley deadpan and just point everywhere where everything is matron of ravens as they roll like 2d6.
All of his like
die again?
20 pieces
He's got
of flair.
Raven was here tattooed across his ass. Like,
And then he smiles and he says, "Ah, so you bet 100 silver, right, Kahrns?"
Yes.
He says, "So, well, the only way to make any money is to push your luck with me. So now, if you roll another die, that's going to be 200 silver on the wager."
No.
oh shit.
Just
Terry,
hands him 100 silver.
you
Not worth
should have
it.
added 20 to your
Okay.
gold then. 'Cause
Well,
you
now
rolled
I
the third die.
Well,
you can double
Kahrns
it.
is not going to do that. Kahrns is not like the odds.
Okay. All right. So, Kahrns,
So I
you gained 5, and then you lost 100.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then, Kaz, Langley,
This is a stupid game. I don't like it.
Langley gives you a big smile, and he says, "All right, gambler. Let's see what
Right.
you do."
Oh,
I don't like being shown up by my mates, so I guess I'll be putting down 100.
He says, "Oh my. All right. This game has done quite well for me, to be honest. I'm
Yeah,
still
you
coming
sure
you
out
don't even need to do anything.
Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh,
So,
alright. Kahrns.
Mhm.
Oh, just the
Yes.
same roll.
so Kaz, you can add another dice to that, but you have to double your bet.
Get a 3, baby.
mm,
You're good for it, dude. We can go pick more money. We will literally ransack the town of Glencolgo after this. We got some beef.
Right. All right.
We're gonna be coming into some money. You can,
Well,
you
let
can
it
go a
ride.
little loose. Oh,
Oh,
Hey!
so close!
yo.
Oh wait, I need it.
Yo.
So yeah, if I do it one more time and I roll a
No.
one,
Re-roll that shit.
Wait,
I'm gonna-
how are you re-rolling?
Because in the background, kind of unbeknownst to Langley, roved a little jig with his
Oh,
claws
the
of,
fucking- Wait. You already used your shoes, though, today.
Did I?
Yeah. You used them
Okay.
in the fight. I remember.
but
Yeah.
I still have 2 luck points today. So
Wait. What does it say in Lucky? Does it say you can roll a d20?
oh, you're right. It's
Oh,
not
man.
any roll. It's you're right. It's for
This
like
is close.
it's for attacks and saves and
Sure. I mean,
yeah.
do I let
That would be bending.
All right. I have a
Yeah.
quick question.
Sure.
So are we just rolling dice on the ground, or do we have like a little table set up?
There's like a little, yeah, it's kind of like a little ground on some leaves. I don't know, whatever.
Take out our cookbook.
All right, Kahrns is going to
roll 'em in a
cough
pan.
inconspicuously and stomp the ground to try and change the die roll.
Stomp. When have you ever done anything inconspicuously?
True.
So I want to do a sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Okay.
Awesome.
I've got one more +4, buddy. So.
Yeah, hang on.
Oof. Okay,
Hey.
Kahrn. Langley is eyeing the dice pretty intensely, but go ahead.
Oh.
I mean, if he added 4 to that and made it a 20, would it like?
Cough, stomp.
Oh God.
Okay, Langley stands up and he says, "Mate, you of all people are trying to cheat."
I thought that's how these things go.
Oh man.
He rolls
I
his
thought
eyes.
the goal was to cheat.
He says, "No, mate. Cheating just makes enemies."
You think you could take me?
Sure, you've got a lot of enemies then, Langley.
And he says, "You wouldn't be wrong, actually."
Just like, oh shit,
From
over there.
experience. So what I should have done is use my own dice.
Oh, do you have like special?
Yeah.
You have loaded dice.
Yeah.
So
Oh man.
that's fine.
I think do they give advantage or wait? Let me see.
I'll let you. We can just. I know that you have those. So we'll just.
Yeah.
I'll say that you can re-roll one more 1d6, and if you and we'll see what you get, and that will be your advantage. So the
Okay. All right.
the 2
Yeah,
that
I
you
don't-
got was one of your rolls. You can roll. You can roll the other. You can roll another d6 and see what you get for using your loaded dice.
All right. Oops. Sorry. That was.
Oops.
I rolled
Oh,
2
he got
instead
the
of
3. He did it.
The first one was a 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that count?
Langley says, "What the fuck?"
I'm just a lucky guy. What can I say?
He says,
blue drape, baby.
"All of you, except for that one time with Yukon, won." Ah, Jesus. All right, and he gives you 100 silver, Kaz.
Kahrn will go into a deep and thoughtful lecture about probability and statistics.
And cheating.
Okay, and he says, "Well,
Hey, that was a fun game, Langley. Thanks for
Ah,
introducing us.
Again.
I was all wrong about this game.
He says, I suppose, yeah, that was. Suppose I'm getting a bit rusty. I gotta
Oh yeah,
up my game, I suppose."
some rookie moves there.
Okay,
There
so
is.
then, so then you spend the rest of your rest sort of doing, all of your downtime activities. Rove, you make a very delicious pig meal.
Oh yeah.
That is enjoyed by everyone. So everyone, you can go ahead and you can roll an R&R check. I'm gonna give you +2 to your check.
There we go.
Is it Constitution again, or just
yeah, so just go ahead and make a normal Constitution check.
with bonus? Because it's a good piggo.
With
Plus-
give
+2.
yourself +2 on your roll.
All right. Wow.
All right.
It's just a check. not a
12.
save.
for me.
Correct. Yeah, not a saving throw, just a check.
14.
Okay. Okay.
Hey.
Oh baby,
All right.
25.
Jesus, you're
Very inspiring.
really good. Really good. All right, and then last but not least, okay. Well,
Nailed it.
nailed it. So unfortunately, everyone but Risa is feeling really
Aw.
good, feeling really inspired.
Yay.
Risa, I think you just got so beat up the last battle.
Yeah, I'm just like conking out.
You're just kind
And
of
also,
out.
you're regretting not betting more on your
Oh man,
go around.
Yeah.
flush, man. I still have like 2,000 silver.
Yeah. Anyway.
Bobby, what happens when I get a nat 20 on an R&R check?
Oh. Okay. I don't know. Any ideas? We've never really had that before.
I can't.
Double?
I'm not going to be as bold as wanting 2 inspirations in one. I literally have 2 more left on this book.
Maybe what we'll say is, yeah, you can just get an extra inspiration on any book. You can't
I'm cool
store
with
the
that.
inspiration, but
I'm
you
not
can
gonna
just gain an
complain.
extra. I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
fair.
Cool.
Why
Then
not?
I have I finished the book on raising the mind, y'all.
Oh.
Go ahead
Ooh.
and read to your heart's content. And
Yeah, I'm one inspiration away from finishing The Art of Getting Out of the Way.
Where do we have
Nice.
those books, by the way?
So they're in the Facebook group.
That's right, okay. I think
Give
I
me
have
back my spell
I
slots,
have one
my
left
spell
for,
slots. I'd like my spell
casting
slots,
into the
please.
fray.
It's on the
Tome list.
tomes. Yeah, tome list.
Hashtag tome list.
Yeah.
Tome list.
Tome
crazy.
list.
What am I? Wait, move. What? Oh, casting into the fray. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, did everyone else use any inspiration for any books they're reading, or you can save it? You don't have to use it for a book. Remember.
Yeah, I just need one more for my Tongues in Time book.
Okay. Any other downtime activities? Karn, do you want to change any of your spells?
I think I already did. Let me
Okay.
check.
Okay. Rove, do you want to do anything with any of your things? Because I know you have some stuff.
I'm gonna leave my spell list as it is, guys.
Risa, do you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, just a quick background, guys. Gabby and I talked about things. Apparently, I can change my spell list. I basically have access to the entire list of Artificer spells, but I only have so many prepared spells that I can have. So, like, after every long rest, I'm basically gonna be able to like completely change my loadout. So, if you guys think we need more support,
Yeah.
you need more destruction from your boy, by all means, please use me at your behest.
Yes.
Sounds
Yes. Yes. So if you want to change out any of your spells, go for it. Risa, did you want to try and copy any other spells right now?
Oh shit, that's right.
Because you have a few, I think, that you have not had the time to copy. I think you have a Cone of Cold spell you did not have the time to copy.
Was that the only one?
Do you have these on your character? Where are you putting your scrolls? I don't know where.
We have a scroll list or something.
Is it in the Facebook group?
Party items. Yeah. Yeah, I will try and. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna try and copy down web.
Web. Okay. So web is a second level spell, right? I think.
First or second?
Or maybe first. I forget.
Okay, I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, so can I. Anyways, yeah, that's whatever the DC is.
Second level spell. So
yeah,
12.
so 12. Yeah, so 12. So just give us an Arcana for writing that down. Arcana check. Oh,
7.
hey, you are ready. You are ready to get sticky.
So I'm gonna get rid of that.
So you copied web. Do you want to copy any others?
What's spider climb?
Oh.
And, okay, so wait, so
you I'll say that you have 4 hours because I'll say you spent 4 hours reading a book, then you can have 4 hours to copy spells right now. So I think
I didn't read a book.
Oh, you didn't read a book. Then never mind. Then don't listen to me.
Okay.
Then you have 8 hours.
And it's 2 hours. It's 2 hours to read a scroll, right?
Per thing, yeah.
But if it's a transmutation, it's 1 hour because
Okay.
I'm a transmuter wizard.
Okay.
And I think.
Oh, and it's also 10 silver pieces per level. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
Just so you know.
And then, which is halved if it's transmutation.
Yes.
So
yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to cast, and spider climb is, web isn't. So this would be 3 hours and 30.
Okay.
To make the attempt, right?
Sure. So then give us another Arcana check for spider climb. Oh, baby!
I have a lot of Arcana.
Yeah, you do. You're pretty good at it. Okay, yeah. So you are learning a lot of spidery things.
Yeah. This is how I'm feeling these days.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to go for tonight.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, I'm just trying to figure out what spells I want. Like, I'm thinking about getting aid, but I actually don't know how useful that is. Because aid would just buff 3 people's HP by 5, or max HP by 5.
Oh, does it do anything for unconscious people?
No.
Hmm.
And like, I'm also thinking about like concentration spells. Only problem is I only have 1 concentration at a time. I'm just trying to figure out what a good one is. Like, do I want one to help out all y'all, or do I want one just to hit harder? Honestly, like,
You
Hit
already
hard, baby.
pretty hard.
yeah, I'm gonna keep Bless because Bless is actually a dope spell.
Bless is really good.
Is Bless better than Aid?
I think so because it buffs your chance to hit and your
I'm gonna go to
chance
the bathroom.
on saving throws,
Sure.
which is more important, I think, than 5 HP because enemies at
Yeah.
this stage are going to be hitting way harder than 5 HP.
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
and saving throws, if you fail them, can really
Are bad.
hurt. Yeah. So
And like also it's great because like it just helps with that like extra little bit if like to get past some tough AC and stuff. And also it's on me, the guy who can't get hit, so that's pretty good.
sounds great.
All right, so let's not do aid. Let's do. All right, I'll do cure wounds, bless. I want less restoration.
That will be pretty nice.
Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna take it just in case. So yeah, I need find steed so I can keep my horsey friend.
Horsey friend.
Yeah, I have Misty Step innately because of my subclass, which is always fun.
Misty Step.
The only problem with bless is I can't use Hunter's Mark, but I think I can live without Hunter's Mark. But yeah, so I'll do bless, cure wounds, find steed, lesser restoration. I have hold person and Misty Step, so that's pretty good.
Craziness.
On the subject of getting over to this island, I got a broom.
I could just walk.
No shotgun.
I could walk with you.
Yeah.
I could cast fly on someone actually.
Yeah.
I also have a ring of water walking, so
Oh,
Well,
so let's see.
wait, who's
Can
gonna?
you, wait. Why don't you let Kahrn borrow the ring of water walking?
That's what I was
Sure.
saying.
So you can
Oh, yeah.
swim.
So Gabi,
Yes.
I'd like to do some infusions during my rest time as well.
Sure.
What
What would you like
one
to
of them
do?
is going to be a ring of water walking.
Okay.
I'm going to have my 2 packs of many hands, of course. To be honest, I think that's no. I'm going to do I think arcane or enhanced weapon. Yeah, enhanced weapon on my crossbow.
ooh,
Ooh.
Stalker.
Also, just as a reminder, Kahrn, there's a ton of divine scrolls in the party item list, just so you know.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
so you're
let
aware.
me. I
Just
thought
so
I
you know
wrote them
those.
down, but yeah.
Yeah, there's like a ton. There's like 8. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. Okay.
cool.
Yeah, I'll keep those in mind.
Awesome. All right. So the night is pretty uneventful, or the night/morning, because you're kind of like sleeping into the morning a little bit. Oh, hey Nathan, welcome.
Oh hey.
Oh, he's
Oh, we can't hear you, Nathan. All right. Well, hopefully he will get his audio on.
You said just a second.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, so you slept. The night was pretty uneventful, and it is pretty cold out here as well. So Nathan, if you can hear me, we just rested, so you can go ahead and do your downtime actions. One thing that I wanted to give you too is I wanted to try giving you 2 of the insight checks per long rest to see if that would maybe help you get a little bit more bullets and stuff. So when you rest, like for your downtime action, oh, you just left. All right, cool.
There he goes.
Okay. Anyways, cool. Whatever. All right. So, anyways, you wake up. It is brisk. It's probably around, I don't know, noonish or so, and you can see the aisle. It doesn't look incredibly large. It's still pretty misty in the morning, but you can hear some interesting noises coming from the water. Everyone, just kind of go ahead and give me a perception check. This isn't like something that is sneaking up on you or anything. It's just like a general noise from the water. Okay, Kaz, holy moly. Why is my roll 20s kind of acting a little weird? Okay. Do I have everyone's roll, or is my roll 20 just not loading?
Let's see.
Not
loading. Is Rose in there?
I only see
I don't see
Kahrns
Rove.
and
Okay.
Cassie so far.
Okay, so yeah, Rove, if you want to just give us a perception check, that would be sweet.
Sure thing.
But anyways, you can see as you sort of look in the mist. Okay, yeah, all right. Ooh, thanks for that sound effect. Actually, this is great. All of you actually can see in the mist. You can see a pod of orca in this little bay, and they're sort of moving and breathing in an interesting way. Shoot, I should have maybe had you guys roll survival, but maybe.
Zombie orca.
Zombie orca.
No, but you can sort of
Orcish orca.
as you watch them, you can tell there's probably like 6 or 7 ish. You're not fully sure, but you can see that they're chasing something, and they're hunting a seal. And after about 5 or so minutes, they do in fact catch the seal, and then they go underwater and go away. And then shortly thereafter, you hear wait. You hear a voice, and says, "Yet sad and sallow the tides do come and go. My heart yet longs only to know." And you can see Pierce. He's standing right next to you all, watching the orcas sort of do their thing. And then he sort of turns and he goes and he sits back down next to where you were all laying, and just sort of looks up at the sky.
Detect evil. You're supposed to be dead.
Detect evil.
Wait. Divine sense. Divine sense.
Okay.
He's obviously undead.
Yeah. Well, so divine sense. Yeah. He is. Is he evil though?
No. It's just undead celestial or
Very.
fiend.
Okay.
It's not the type good or evil.
He's
Okay.
very evil. He's Pierce.
Yeah, he's definitely undead.
He got better.
He's definitely undead.
He got better.
And he just sort of stares at the ground for a minute, apparently unaware that you can see him.
Kahrns just gonna slowly come up, hand on their sword, just go. What brings?
He gives you a wide eye and he says, "Oh," and he sort of he like reaches out to touch you, and his hand phases through you, and he says, "You can see me now."
Yes.
Unfortunately.
What troubles you, spirit? What binds you to the moral realms?
He rolls his eyes and he says, "I suppose my actions, whatever, something I did to you all. You're following you around this whole time."
While you guys are having this gripping conversation, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Anyways, Nathan, are you here now? Can you hear us?
Can totally hear you. I'm
Yay!
mostly here. Hello, I heard you all ordered a tabaxi. Amazon was
Perfect.
delivering a little late. We're going to blame the coronavirus, but whatever.
Corona, how dare you? Ruark, welcome. We just finished a long rest. Nothing much happened. Everyone played a game with Langley, and they won a bunch of money, actually.
There you go. Nice.
But what I'd like to offer to you to try out is for your downtime action, instead of you having roll 1 insight check, let's try rolling 2. So maybe you can get a little bit more bullets and stuff. So I'll give you 2 checks for that, for your rest, for making your bullets and traps and stuff. And then I think retroactively there was, I looked back and there was 2 times that you also did not have an opportunity. I think we just forgot because it was new. So there's 2 times that you did not get to roll. So I'll allow you to retroactively roll those as well. So you'll be basically rolling 4 times for making your bullets and stuff right now. So you can just do that while we continue on.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cool. And Pierce says, so we're going to this isle. This isle. And Langley looks at the party and he says, yeah, are y'all sure that is where you want to go? It's just because of the Rusty wants to go there?
What do you know about it, Pierce?
Pierce says, well, I really don't know too much other than it's been abandoned for quite some time. No one really wants to go there. There's nothing to find. It's already been pillaged. It's an old relic of this matron, so to speak.
All right. Well, it sounds like you have all the time in the world, so let's go.
Pierce crosses his arms and rolls his eyes, and he turns around. And he folds his arm and turns around at that comment. And Langley says, Kahrn, is going here really important to you? Wouldn't we rather just go straight up to Whitestone?
Oh, we're going here.
Going, man.
I suppose there's no changing your mind, is there?
Nope.
I mean, our number one thing that we need to take care of is we need to make sure that we help the land and that we find the cure here. And our clues are, we know that there's something with that tree of life in Whitestone, and there's something going on with the rulers. So that's pretty important to go up there. And there was something also with your character Kahrn. There's something that could be of help to cure this plague.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's like potentially a lost, basically a lost group of warforged like myself who might be able to help us. Because Whitestone is not going to be kind to us, coming and being like, "Hey, so you know that whole religious purging you guys did? Yeah, that was totally wrong. And so, wait, why are you putting us in chains?"
Yeah. We're going to be rolling around with a warforged, guys.
Yeah.
Kahrn, I'm sure the Lord and Lady in Whitestone will treat you as an esteemed guest, especially for what you've done. I just worry that we might be wasting time instead of just going there.
I'm worried we're wasting time talking about it. Here's a question for you, Langley. Why are you being such a pussy?
Yeesh.
It's because he's been running dry lately. He's been a little he's a little
intrigued.
he's a little irritable.
True. A little thirsty. Okay.
The taverns are just a few days walk away.
I'll tell you what. You start walking. We'll go to the island, and we'll bring you back a souvenir. All right?
And by taverns, he means Whitestone?
Yeah. And then he says,
only a few days away?
He says, well, I suppose, give or take. Yeah.
Great. You can get us a table, and we'll join you there.
He says, well, mate, I can't walk there by myself. You saw what the fuck we fought just last night.
Oh, that's tough. Guess you'll just have to come to the island with us.
Very well. Very well.
Very well. Great. Glad we had this little chat.
So,
Keep going.
Hey, Kahrn.
Hmm? Yeah.
Play out the ideal scenario for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Well.
What ideally do we find here and take to Whitestone?
Well, let's see. Ideally, I find the
That's
last messages of my kind.
Warforged sweetheart.
we rouse them into action, and then we use them to, well, I guess invade Whitestone would be one way to put it.
Invade. I mean, if anything, we're going to find out a bit more about the mystery we're walking into.
Well, it seems like part of the black telling has something to do with the scouring of the
There you
matron.
go.
This is a ancient matron site, so we might be able to get a bit more information and
Mhm.
allies for maybe not exactly crusading, but more so fixing things with less violence than usual.
It's anonymous, right?
Okay.
But anyway, it's right there. I mean, we're breaking the fourth wall here. It's right there. You know,
If
we
it
might as
really,
well.
if you all really do feel it's time of the essence, I'm more than welcome to take this trek alone.
Time is of the essence, but
I mean, some people are gonna die. Like, people are dead in Stillben already. So like, in for a penny, in for a pound. We've got some things we got to do. We got to go all the way up to Whitestone anyway. We've got to pick up our ship. We can take some time, I think, to stop off the island. You know.
we do have to figure it out.
I think we should do like a quick mission to the island and see what's there and see if that's something to help us on our journey. And then I think we should like really keep the like 80% focus on getting up there to Whitestone. And we know the Lord and the Lady maybe aren't to be trusted. And we know that that tree has part of the magic of what we need to make this happen.
And as you say that, Ruark, Langley furrows his brow and he says, "What? What are you talking about? Not trusted? Do you know them?
I mean,
You just
didn't we get? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we get some information that they're not quite on the up and up?
Langley wasn't there. Langley wasn't there when the White Witch told you that.
Langley, you're on a need-to-know basis.
I put my arm around him and I say, "Ignore these assholes, mate. I've got another wineskin for you. Let's have a chat and I'll catch you up."
You're gonna listen to some old bat that lives in the woods.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not
Yes.
gonna totally discount what she says either. You know, you never know.
Speaking as a young bat who used to live in the woods, they're very trustworthy.
Hey, man. What do you gotta get
I resemble that remark, Langley.
Okay, and he says,
If I wasn't a lady, I'd slap you.
he says, "Fuck. All right. I'm sorry. I just need a fucking drink."
we should really talk about your drinking problem one of these
You need
days.
to shoot over with a Twix, buddy.
Okay. All right, and Langley rolls his eyes. He says, "All right, so how are we getting to the Isle?"
Well,
I mean, we're gonna have to hire a boat or something, right?
Dude,
well,
even like
there's-
I don't believe
like
we do.
4 of us can fly.
Well, before you woke up, Rourke, we had a plan going.
Yeah.
Woke up. I was in the woods getting all these lovely supplies for y'all. I guess I'll just have this beautiful salad lunch to myself.
It's okay, dude. We're full on baby back ribs that I caught last night.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice.
jump on my broom and start hovering.
Yeah.
So I actually have a spell called Water Walk,
Nice.
and
There
I
we go.
believe that the whole party we can just kind
Oh,
of
cool.
prance over the water
Ooh.
and make our merry way and make it all
Nice.
easy peasy. So I believe I can make
Reset.
that happen for us.
If we don't have enough numbers, I literally have a ring of water walking. So
There you
Well,
go.
it'd be good.
I can
Oh, wow.
fly.
it's up to
And,
10
hey,
creatures gain
research.
this ability.
Can
Wow.
I?
Is that what it is? I
Up
need to look it
to
up.
10 willing creatures you can see within range gain this ability for the duration.
Jeez.
So let's look up the spell and how long does it last?
It lasts 1 hour.
That's probably
So-
enough.
Enough to walk a mile.
That's probably enough time. Yeah.
I mean, also, I have a horse, so.
Oh. Well, how close are we to the water?
It's roughly you're very close to the water. The Isle is roughly about a mile away.
Oh, yeah.
So, gentlemen, lady, and Langley, are you ready? Shall we do this shit?
Do it.
And Pierce. Don't forget Pierce.
And Pierce.
Arn will mount their horse and go, all right,
I don't know. I look at Pierce, buddy. You can swim. I'm not. All right, cool.
He
So-
says, "Don't worry about me."
Mhm.
Don't worry, we don't.
Never do.
So I like take some rocks and place them in different places and do my little ritual. And boom, we all feel like we're much more buoyant than we normally
Oh, it's a
would.
ritual spell too. That's sick. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so Nathan, describe how it looks and feels to begin to walk on water as the party does that.
I mean, you're super buoyant. The water gives a little bit, kind of like if you were walking on like some really hard jello, but you kind of find that you can move it in normal speed, and it's kind of bouncy and fun actually. I like look over and I notice that like somebody in the party is like having way too much fun with this shit.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I knew it. I suggest, hey y'all, why don't we like kind of do a slight jog and like, get some exercise.
Cool with that.
Sure. Okay.
Doing our
So
Naruto run across the water.
I like tie off my skirt.
Carl
So-
will just have
You could just take that skirt off if it's in the way.
Jeez.
Carl will like canter
If I
up
wasn't a
to
lady.
Carl will like cantor up to Reese and just go, "Do you want me to slap him for you?"
Oh,
I'd much rather be
Fine, I
slapped
have
by
bacon.
Risa.
Yeah,
Much rather be slapped by Risa.
Risa has a new hand, so I think it has 5 fingers.
yeah.
Excellent.
okay.
Excellent.
Cool.
So as y'all are running / flying on your broom and stuff, you're running and you're sort of like making, it's almost like you're splashing in little puddles. So you are sort of making some noise, and as you do so, you can see that behind you, you can see a large shape sort of underneath the water. And at first your heart starts to, you get a little nervous, but then you realize that it's the orca. And they,
Fuck that, dude. Orcas are carnivorous.
well,
Yeah.
but they are carnivorous, but they swim up next to you, and they sort of match your pace roughly with how fast that you're running. You can see on the orca though, as they dive in, you can see these bizarre looking things attached to them right behind their dorsal fin that are not natural. That like someone put them there, almost like some sort of leather something attached to these orcas.
We can ride the orcas. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Got me. I'm gonna take off my ring of water walking and dive.
I'm going to communicate with the orcas while we're kind of running, and I'm going to kind of find out if they're like, are they of normal sound mind, or are they like a little weird?
They want to play. They very much want to play. They don't really come close to you though. They keep their distance. They're sort of maybe like 30 or so feet away, and they keep their distance. And after about 5 or so minutes, they dive back under and leave.
Robe is bummed.
Yeah, they just sort of like come for a second, and then they leave.
What was this thing that was attached behind the dorsal fin? Was it like an earring or a tag
Basically
or
a saddle.
Oh, saddle?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
or it looked like a pack. It almost looked like a pack of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not really sure what it was. It looked very different, in a very different style. Yeah, you're not sure, to be honest. Anyways, so as you approach the island, as you get close to it, the sun is sort of peering out here and there. It's still kind of there's still some mist on the water, and there's a light breeze, but it's still pretty cold out. What you can see are 3 barren hills. Are its most traceable landmarks, rising above narrow rocky breaches and small wiry shrubs on an otherwise sparse landscape. In between those high points, a small fortress and beacon tower can be seen. A building is made of stone and looks to have 2 floors. A bell tower rises in addition, an additional 2 stories above the rest of the building, and a low stone wall surrounds part of the complex. So there's something I forgot that I'm going to retcon. So last night, while you were sleeping, some of you woke up to the sound of a bell being rung, a faraway bell. So you're assuming that it might be this bell, but you really don't know.
Okay.
So check it. Do we want to come like all open, or are we trying to be stealthy?
I mean, it's an
Kahrns, no-
island. How do we?
Yeah,
sneak up
Kahrns has
on an
no
island?
intention of being
So-
stealthy.
Yeah, there's
Or ability.
Oh, shush.
because there's these rocky cliffs. As far as a land entrance, there's really just one. You can see there's a dock that sort of goes out into the water. You don't see anything or anyone on the isle right now that you can see. You don't see anything. It looks old and abandoned.
Was there one of us who could fly now that was fishy? Any chance of that? Or is that a spell that one needs
I've been
to?
told many
It is a
things,
spell.
but yes, I can fly.
Or one that has a broom.
Oh,
Do we want to do a slight recon as the rest of the group is making our way towards, just to make sure we're not walking into a trap?
Sounds good.
And then I also
Why
would
are
like
you
to.
all so distrusting? This is like this is a refuge of my people. Why are you so
Refuge?
concerned?
It could have been taken over by horrific octopi. Or
Okay, let me explain something to you, Karn. My mother-in-law is trying to destroy the world. So you can be all about your people, but like I'd like to like have a backup plan. You feel me, dog?
Mother-in-law.
I mean, take point by all means, Karn. Like,
Kahrns is
I
gonna
would-
sigh and just head towards the
sounds good. dude.
bastion.
Yeah.
Gabby, my character, I kind of like get into like a meditative, like Tai Chi state
Sure.
as I'm running, and I start
Sure.
to feel the water, and I'm trying to like do my awareness of like, is there undead? Is there humans, elf? Like what I
Sure.
feel.
Sure. That is a great question, actually. Let me think about it just for 1 second.
Cool. Well, it takes a while for me to do it anyways.
Yeah. So let me get back to you if that's okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let me get back to you.
And Risa, is that expending too much magic for you to do a scout?
No, my
Yeah.
broom.
Okay. So Yeah. No, Nathan. You don't sense any of those there or within 5 miles.
I let the rest of my party know that, and I like I look at Risa and I like indicate the earring, and I'm like, we're in touch. Let us know what you see.
I click my heels and fly out.
Okay.
No place like home.
So Risa, are you just flying up, or are you flying like over the island? Like where are you?
Depending on the size, I'd like to do a loop of it and then come back.
Sure. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. So I'll read you what you first see. So as you get to where the pier is, this is what you see. A short wooden pier extends out into the water, connected by a path to an open archway in the fortress wall. So basically, there's this fortress, and there's this wall that's around the fortress, and some of the walls also these large sort of towering rocks that are also on the island. The pier is in good shape, with wooden pilings raising well above the high tide line of the rocky beach. The area is deserted, with no other boats or people in sight. The call of gulls and shrieking of crows and the crashing of waves are the only sounds. So then, sort of as you fly around, you can see that basically here. You know what? We can actually switch maps. This might just make it all so much easier for me instead of me explaining it. Yeah, let's try that. Cool. Okay, so this map is very big, so you probably will want to minimize it in the upper right-hand corner a little bit, so that you can kind of see it better. And actually don't. So Risa, you might want to move your person. So I'll let Risa move her person, and she can just move her character. Oh, and also if you haven't updated
Ooh.
your
Looks like someone got the fog lighting to work.
a little bit, I think. Fingers crossed. I hope so.
Looks good so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Can I just go around?
Yeah, just feel free to, explore as you want, and yeah. So basically, and as you explore, Risa, I'll just read what you see. Okay.
I'm going down the.
Oh, yep. You did it right, my friend. You did it right.
Nice.
Yay, I did it right.
You did it
Good
right.
job,
Yeah, you
Gabi.
blocked line of slot. Yeah, good job.
Gabi
Yay.
did it. Okay, so let me
Gabi
tell you
did
what you see here, Risa.
Right.
A low, so if everyone can look where Risa's looking, I'll just describe what she sees here. A low unfinished stone wall encloses a broad sandy yard, abutting an open vista of beach and sea. A small tower accessible by, which is right here, small tower, okay, accessible by an external staircase, rises against the Hermitage's eastern wall. Several scrubby bushes stand to the north of a large oval pool at the center of the yard.
I see the scrubby bushes.
Yeah, and the oval
See the pool.
Mm-hmm.
See the pool.
Yeah. So that's what you see there, Risa.
All right.
Don't really see much else.
I'm gonna go further down here.
Okay. You don't really see much else either. You see that there appears to be a staircase here, leading to the back of the building. And then over here, I'll read you what you see there. Okay.
Hey, Risa, question. As you're flying, do you see any signs of like life and inhabitants?
No, I would have definitely told you that. Nope.
Well, I see a
Zero.
boat. Do I see a boat?
Let's see. I would assume so because it's on the map, but I don't know. The stone peaks out of the island alongside the walls of the Hermitage, so like over on the western side, I think that's what they're talking about, to create a sheltered grotto, overlooked by a rampart walkway along the west side of the former fortress. I think that's what that means. A steep path ascends 10 feet from a short strand of beach up to an exterior door, which is right here. A boat, oh, there it is. A boat is pulled halfway up on the beach, its stern riding low in the water. Yeah.
So, Earring, gentlemen, no immediate signs of life, but I do see a boat, a small boat on the far side of the island. I'm gonna keep.
Hey, Risa, another question for you. Do those gardens and everything in the courtyard, do they look upkept or do they look like they've gone into disarray?
Oopsies, I forgot to read number 2. So let me read that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that. Okay. So an archway in the fortress's outer wall, which I believe is right here, provides access to a large courtyard, now filled with vegetable gardens and a small orchard of stunted apple trees. Stairs to the east and west lead up walkways, which is over here and here. Yep. Lead up walkways. Where was it? Overlooking the yard. To the southwest, the base of the bell tower is obscured by thick growths of vines. So thick growths of vines are over here, which also shroud the west stairs over there. A set of double doors stand along the front of the Hermitage on the far side of the garden and appears to be the only way inside, except you also know that there's a back door. So,
and then, so, yeah, that's a great question. So, I mean, there's evidence that these have just been sort of derelict and overgrown, but how does this garden look?
Good question.
I'm gonna do a low pass.
Yeah. Well, the garden looks a bit ragged. Other than the apple trees, you can see that, yeah, it seemed like at one point was a garden. It does have some, it looks pretty wild, like it hasn't been weeded in a while either. Yeah, it doesn't look kept, if that's what you're asking. And it doesn't look new or fresh or anything.
Kahrn, my brother, this isn't looking good. Do you have the ability to detect whether or not there's evil present here? And I know you're really excited about finding your people, but maybe we could do a little detection. Do you think? What do you think?
Oh.
I'm just gonna ignore that. Just go to the front door.
Okay.
Oh.
So going to the front door. Okay.
Yep.
On the way, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go and talk to the plants in the garden, and so I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants, and I'm gonna have a little, I'm gonna ask them who's been coming around and how are they doing and who lives here.
Yeah, which plants do you want to talk to? There's the apple trees. There's just like the overgrowth in the garden, and then there's all these vines over here on the left.
Which ones look like the oldest, wisest plants here? That I would think would be the best ones to talk to. Maybe the apple trees, or you said they're
probably the vines. The vines are pretty big.
All right, I'll go talk to the vines.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So you get there, and what do you say to them?
I say, hello, noble vines. How's it going?
Okay. And they say, weird.
So, dude.
I know, it is weird, of course.
You can talk to us?
I most certainly can.
My, we haven't seen that in quite a while.
Well, I was kind of curious as what you have seen most recently. Would you be able to kind of give me some information? Are you into that?
I suppose.
Well, thank you. I'll tell you what, I would love to leave you a gift of water.
Oh. It says, well, we don't really need water. We have some deep roots. But you can also see that they're planted in pots.
Okay. Well, I say, well, who's living here? And who inhabits? Is it one like my friend over there who's charging towards the front door, or who inhabits this place?
Well, I suppose, and then you can tell it kind of looks at the other plant, and it says, I suppose we can tell you. And then it shouts, after we have a snack. And then its vine just randomly flies at you and sticks on your chest and pulls you towards it, Ruark.
This isn't going how I planned it.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
So, Ruark, unfortunately, you are surprised.
Feed me.
So, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Sure.
Okay. Where is
it all of us?
I suppose if you want to help Ruark.
So wait, where is Ruark right now?
So Ruark, why don't you move your person down there, like on this square or something? Like, yes,
all right,
somewhere around there.
Yep, no. Guess I'm right, sure.
Yeah.
Them vines.
Okay. Okay.
Wait a second. Why is that not? I'm supposed to have advantage on that. I don't know why it didn't do it. Hold on, let me re-roll. Why is it not doing advantage?
I don't know.
It's auto rolling it. I saw 2 dice roll.
It's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll just take the first one I rolled, 17.
Sure. Oh, do I have to put it in again, Ruark? Is it not like...
Oh, no, it says I have 18. It says I have 18.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. All right, so Ruark, yeah. So, this vine just grabs you, pulls you towards it. So... Okay. And let's see, your AC is still... Okay. The other one tries to grab you as well. However, it did miss. But you are going to take a little bit of damage, not too much though. So the vine grabs you and it sort of like slaps you as it hits you. And you're just going to take 10 points of damage.
Awesome.
And now, why don't you give me a... I'm assuming you probably want to try and escape the vine's grasp. So you can go ahead and either make an acrobatics check, or you can make an athletics check, whichever one you want, to try and escape.
Now I got the stupid advantage on. I'm sorry about that.
That's fine. We'll just use the first one.
Sure, it was an 11.
It was an 11. Unfortunately, Ruark, that is not enough to get you out.
Well, Ruark likes to go with the flow sometimes. So instead of fighting, I'm gonna kind of embrace the embrace.
Sit tight.
He's just gonna play rough.
I'm definitely gonna play rough for sure.
Okay.
Yes, Daddy.
All right. So that was basically the Vines surprise round. So now we're at the top of the real round. So it looks like Ruark, you're ready to go, man. What would you like to do?
Cool. Well, the first thing I'd like to do is speak, and I would like to say, why, that is very rude of you. And then second thing I'd like to do is shoot it with fire bullets, because plants and fire, they don't really dig each other. So,
Okay.
I'm not that I'm an eye for an eye guy, but I don't really appreciate their my host.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
So we will do some shots. I'm going to take a full round of shots. So I will take 3. And they're going to say silver, but they're actually fire bullets. So don't believe it.
Hey, that says silver.
Okay.
So I hit a 10, a 25, and a 12.
Okay. So the 25 hits the main part of the bark part of the plant. So go ahead and roll la damage.
So we're going to do 9 worth of piercing damage.
I'm assuming you're going to hit the one that is holding you.
The one that's grabbing me, the one that didn't get consent.
Okay. Okay. 9 damage, you said?
9 of piercing, and then 8 of fire damage.
Okay.
And then it needs to make a dexterity save.
Ooh.
And the DC on that is going to be a 17.
Yeah, it's gonna get disadvantage on that for sure. Yeah, it failed.
Okay, it's going to take an additional 2d6, and it will be on fire.
Yes.
So it's going to take an additional 8. Why does it say 9? I don't believe it. It's an 8.
Okay.
So that was 16 points of fire damage, 9 points of piercing damage, and it's on fire.
Okay, let me see. Okay. So now we're at the end of your turn. You can try and escape again if you want to. I'm assuming you want to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will give it a shot.
Oh!
How's a natural 20?
Tell us how incredibly you disperse yourself of these vines.
Has anyone watched Kung Fu Hustle?
Fuck yeah, dude.
And you know what? Like when the fellow, the husband, we first find out he's a Tai Chi master. I go all like Gumby and I start like moving around and I kick out a leg and I do a little hokey pokey and unravel and I say that's not what it's all about. And yeah.
Those one-liners.
Okay, so Ruark, you escape and I'm assuming you probably want to move out of the range of this thing.
Now that you mention it, that's probably a decent idea.
It is burning, so I'm gonna say that it's not going to do an attack of opportunity because it's on fire and it's trying to put itself out and stuff. You hear the other plant say, "Putrid! How dare you let our meal go?"
And I say, I think we got off on the wrong foot here. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones if y'all settle down and give me some information. Otherwise, we're going to have to lay the smack down. You see that metal guy over there? He's not, like, totally being cool right now. He might crush y'all.
Okay, do you want to make an intimidation check?
Of course I do.
Can I help him with the fireball getting prepared at my fingertips?
Sure.
I put my hand on his shoulder while he does that. How's it 2?
Well, Ro's helping you, so you can go ahead and roll again. You're able to.
Oh shit! Amazing.
Yeah.
How's it 5?
Oh, buddy, so much better.
I'm like.
Okay. The plants laugh at you a bit, but they do sort of put themselves out, and they said, "We're just hungry."
Do we have any lefties from our baby back ribs meal?
No, you ate all the pig, man. You ate all the pigs.
Are we out of combat now, or are we still in initiative?
Yes, you're out of combat.
All right.
Yeah.
Kahrns gonna walk up to Ruark and go, "Why are you messing with the plants?"
Well, I mean, I was trying to help you out, buddy. I was trying to get some information here, and it kind of didn't go the way I planned.
Clearly. here.
Clearly.
Would you like to talk to the plants and give it a shot?
No. Rather just talk to the people inside. Bangs on the door.
Okay, so you bang on the door. You find, what do you find here? Let's see. The door, you can see, Kahrn, the door appears to be sort of broken and smashed. But still jammed. It's like it's jammed or something. So the door's been broken, smashed. You can kind of see inside a little bit, not really. But it seems kind of jammed. Yeah, and because there's broken planking. You can see a bunch of broken planking sort of behind the door, weirdly.
What flavor of jam?
Sorry?
I think it was blueberry.
Oh,
What flavor?
Elderberry.
All right. In that case, Kahrn's gonna pull out their handy dandy crowbar and just break down the door, like you do.
Okay.
I kind of walk over to Langley and some other compatriots and I go, he's really on a mission, but he's not really getting that this isn't like a welcoming reunion of his people.
I mean, I think we should just let it play out.
Okay, Kahrn, you
sounds good.
You shove the door open with your crowbar. I'm assuming that's why you got advantage, right?
Yeah, because I used a crowbar.
You shove the door open pretty easily, actually. It wasn't that hard for you. Yeah, and you shove the door open, and here's what you see. Pieces of broken planking and debris reinforce the damaged... I don't like how they word things. Okay, so basically, as you open up the door, you can see that it's just basically a room that leads to another set of doors. And on both sides of the wall, there appear to be arrow slits, like little simple holes in the wall, and you can kind of see through to the next room on the east. So actually, here, let me reveal. Okay, reveal. Let's see if this works. Please work. Reveal.
Hey, there we go.
Yay, revealed. So
awesome.
You can see that over here there are. Why can't my thing's not working? I don't know. Well,
but is
to your left, there's arrow slits. To your right, no, I'm sorry. Fuck, I got back now.
So like, there's arrow slits along this wall, right?
There's arrow slits along both walls. Why is my pointing
sense.
clicks? My pointing click's not working. Oh, there it is. So over here is where the arrow slits are. Over here there are arrow slits, but they appear to be bricked up.
Oh, there's arrow slits inside the room.
Yeah.
That's
like an airlock.
You cannot see into this room over here, but you can kind of sort of see into this room over here. Not really, like not enough to like.
Okay, so there's only a door forward, but there's arrow slits on this side.
Yeah, there's arrow slits. Yeah. Oh, and then another thing. Hold on. There's something else in here. I'm pretty sure. Yes. So, Kahrn, you're the only one in there, right?
I'm gonna investigate for traps because this seems like a really obvious like.
So give me
Temple of Doom.
Sure. Yeah. Give me. Well, first, give me actually a perception check.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I walk up and behind him, and I'd also like to perception check.
Yeah, go for it. Oh.
Hey, look at that.
Okay. Cool. So you both notice numerous humanoid tracks in the dirt, sort of streaking the floor with a bunch of like dark, like dried blood, basically, and a bunch of salt. You can see a bunch of salt is all over these. Here, I should actually read this.
Again.
The pieces of broken planking and debris reinforce the damaged north doors of this room, whose floor's walls are splattered by bloodstains. A twisted padlock lies at the front of both of the doors, and the south doors have been nearly ripped from their hinges. Arrow slits are visible on the east side of the wall, shrouded by cobwebs. The west wall displays hatches where similar arrow slits have been bricked over. So kind of what I described, but a little bit more in detail.
Okay. Oh, so the arrow slit's been bricked over. Interesting.
Just on the west
On the
wall,
west
not
side.
on the right wall.
Ah, okay.
The right wall, they're still open, but that's
All right.
what you see. And then if you'd like to make, you can either do so I'm assuming you're looking at the tracks. You can either do an investigation or survival check.
I think we'll have our survival boy take a look at him.
Yeah.
If you can't, I've got a pretty good investigation that can come up after.
Yeah. So Ruark, you want to look at the tracks? See what you can discover.
18, and I kind of bend down, and I'm trying to just
Oh.
how old the blood is, and what type of human or other creature made the track.
Yeah, it looks to be some sort of humanoid. You can see that around each of the foot there's a thin crust of salt.
Kahrns, do you know why there would be salt? Is this a religious thing, or?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I do a religious check to see if there's any significance to this?
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm so good at religion, you guys. I'm just like best. Apparently, I guess I am the best.
Well, strangely, Kahrn, you've never really heard of this as being part of the matron or any really other religion. So you don't actually know why this would be there.
Is it
I don't
more
know
than
how
just,
it
like,
be, but
sea
it do.
salt in the tracks?
What's that?
Is it more than just like sea salt in the tracks, or is there like mounds of salt somewhere?
No. So it's just a thin here. It's just outlined by a thin crust of salt. Like it's pretty easy to not see. Just each track is sort of like barely outlined with just a little bit. It's like salt dust. That's what it looks like.
That sounds like tracks from something that used to be in the ocean.
Really? Huh.
Just saying.
I swear to the
what-
matron, if I have to murder more Sahagins, and it turns out that they killed my only family that I could ever want, I'm going to crusade so fucking hard.
Dude,
So we've seen Sahagin tracks before. Are these similar at all to them?
No,
no,
they're not.
So that, or somebody did a little walkabout in the ocean.
Yeah,
Things that may or may not need to breathe in said ocean.
Well, Rove, you remembered. Actually, Rove, I'll let you make a history check on this.
Ooh, okay.
Give me a history check. Give me a history check with advantage. 'Cause you're
Wow.
from this area. You're from this area.
I am, and literally in my backyard. All right, history. Oof.
Okay.
Add 4 to one of those. 14.
4? Okay. Okay. You have heard rumors of a people that would in fact ride orcas. And
Shit.
that live in this area, but you really don't know much more than that.
Okay. I don't know if they were friendly or not.
You just
or
sort of
if
like
they-
heard rumors, and then when you saw like the footprints with the salt, and then you saw the weird things that were attached to the orcas, something clicked in your mind. You're like, oh, that's right. I heard that one thing when I was a kid. My mom told me.
The orca riders.
Like,
Okay.
yeah. So maybe, but like other than that, you really have no idea.
Cool.
I wonder if we should have checked underneath the water if there was like some subterranean entrance or something. I was just wondering that.
That's a good point, actually. I was gonna ask Gabi, what was this? What's this piece off to the east?
So it's kind of like a tower. It's one of those towers that they described in the beginning of when you first saw the island. So basically here and here. God damn it. So those are like sort of taller towers. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm going to actually go back to the shoreline.
Okay.
And maybe take a little look around the area.
Yeah.
Is there any salt along the way, along the path?
Sure. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Sure. I do it normally. Perception. 10.
10. You don't really notice anything out of the ordinary, other than like gulls, droppings, and You don't really notice. I mean, you can kind of see where the tracks from where you all saw them on the stairs.
Yeah.
On the stairs are pretty blatant. Like it's pretty hard to miss them. Here it's kind of like, well, something could have been a track, but it also could have just been like the wind that made a depression in the sand. So you're not. It's a little bit more.
I'm gonna dive in the water.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of looking around there.
Yeah. Give me a perception.
Perhaps.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Bro, were you diving in the water?
Just off the dock near Langley, because Langley's just chilling out.
You know, I'm thinking we should do that by 14 as well.
Yeah.
Oof.
You don't really see anything out of the ordinary other than the water's cold. But that's not too ordinary.
My friend, what do you think about the other side where, like, player knowledge where 14 is?
Where 14 is?
The grotto.
The grotto where the boat was?
Oh, gotcha.
On the south
Sure, Gabi. While other people are doing things, I'm gonna make my way around, keeping clear of the vines.
So as you get out of the water, Rove, and you sort of make your way over there, you all sort of in this direction, but pretty far away. Like basically, what is that, north? North, but pretty far away. You hear this thunderous boom, like this. But there's no
natural or what? Or not natural?
There's not thunder clouds.
Sound like cannon fire?
No, it doesn't. It sounds exactly like thunder, actually.
Oh.
And then you hear it again, and this time it's much louder, and it feels much closer to you. And
perhaps we should take refuge inside.
You can also hear another, and then you hear another, and you can see something in the sky, sort of flying with massive wings, flying directly towards the island. This some kind of flying thing. You can't even tell what it is.
Let's hide.
Yeah.
But guys, I think Kahrns just had a good idea that we should like get inside and kind of hide, and just so that we're not like, we don't want to be. We'd rather have the drop on something than it have the drop on us, right?
Yeah. Gabi, can I make it to the water before this thing gets to us?
So basically, so now I'm going to say, you can do that.
Okay.
You can do that. Okay, so who's this person that's out there still?
That's me.
Okay.
Lisa, come on, hurry! I'm sorry I made the jokes about your legs and like taking off your dress.
Can my horse fit through the door?
Talk about it later.
Yeah, I think your horse can fit through the door.
All right, can you bring it to the back again?
Yeah.
Where is?
There you go.
Where's Rove right now, though?
Thank you.
Rove is down in the
back of the house.
Okay. So this so the thunder sort of claps loud again, and sort of like you can feel it in your heart, and the whole fortress sort of shakes really subtly, and you can sort of feel this large thing land outside.
Where does it land?
It lands kind of over here in the garden.
Vine.
Not necessarily by the vines. And you can hear this squeak, this like and then it slowly walks over in this direction, and as it does, you can see that it's a massively large raven.
Shit.
It's probably like 50 or so feet long, with incredibly large wings, and otherwise, except for being incredibly large, looks like a raven. And it's walking around with its little head, and it looks like it's looking for something out there, and it's, it goes into the bushes a little bit. So everyone,
I'm feeling more like prey than usual.
Yeah.
Does it look abnormally intelligent or like a normal raven?
Ooh, yeah, you would be able to discern that. It does look intelligent. Yeah, it does look intelligent. It's sort of as it gets done from looking in the bushes, it sort of rears up and it flaps its wings again, and this huge thunderous boom just goes throughout the entire place, and it sort of just keeps looking around.
Would I would I know of any like lore about the matron concerning a giant ass raven?
Well, I think you might. So why don't you give us a religion check? I'll give you advantage on this one,
Sure.
considering
It seems like it's my wheelhouse.
That'd be nice.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
Nice.
So Kahrn, you have heard whispers of. Thanks, Oakland. You hear whispers of, or you've heard whispers, we'll say, and tellings of a certain breed of really, really large, highly intelligent ravens. They usually act as some sort of protector for certain sites, but no one has seen any of these for so long that most people just think that they're legend. And specifically the fact that when this creature seems to flap its wings, it creates a thunderous boom. That to you is what's telling that it is linked to something with the matron, and that it's a specific species that is linked with the matron of ravens. The species is called the Idiri.
Idiri, ooh.
Idiri. Uh-huh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
But other than that, it's just legends. So there's not really facts that even you didn't think that they were real.
All right. Well, so Kahrn, without like saying anything, but with an obvious look of amazement on their face, is just gonna step outside
Okay.
and dismount the horse and just sort of slowly approach the giant raven.
Okay. So as you do so, the raven immediately turns to you, and it squawks up in the air very, very, very loudly, and it flaps its wings, shakes the ground. So shakes it enough, and it looks like it's getting aggressive towards you, and like it's angry, and then it looks at you. It looks at you with one of its eyes, and it keeps kind of switching, eyes back and forth, and it kind of ruffles its feathers a bit, and kind of calms down, and slowly walks towards you.
Can Kahrn do the thing where it's just like, it's okay, like hand out, like
handle. Give me a handle.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh jeez, I'm not good at this.
Yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
I could help him, being that I can talk to animals, but
I'm gonna run to the
he's kind of been an ass, so I'm gonna let him do this on his own.
Come on, Hiccup. You can do it.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That was
Terrible.
Taldorie?
Idiri, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And if I play my cards right, I want to see if I can't like use them as my new flying mount.
Hell yeah. Finally, you can fly. Everyone can fly.
Become a Raven Knight.
I do say into the earring, Kahrn, if you do need help, I am here for you.
Oh.
Can we make it a running protocol that if any of our party has to split up from the main group, we automatically have like an operating procedure for earring distribution?
Yes.
Yeah. I think
Like we have 2 pairs of it, and we have 4 earrings. Statistically speaking, like we'll all be able to be in contact with each other if we like keep our wits about us.
Yeah.
Wait, but they're paired, right? So there's like 2.
Correct.
It's like 2 sets of walkie-talkies.
Right. So you'd have like 2 people in the main group that have at least one of the
Alrighty.
sets.
All right, Gabi, I got a 14 on my animal handling check.
14. Okay. And are you trying to approach it, or are you just trying to calm it? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to like, as it's approaching me, like I'm gonna approach it slowly and just go like, so Kahrn will just say like, "Do not worry, great protector. I come in peace as a follower of the matron."
Okay. It just sort of looks at you with each eye, and then it kind of takes a step towards you, and just burrows its head in your chest.
Oh, I'm gonna give him good scritches.
Okay. And then all of a sudden it backs up and it releases a loud screech. It kind of hurts your ears, Kahrn. just a loud and basically like a bird sort of flies weirdly. A gull sort of flies toward the raven, and the raven just opens its mouth and eats it.
I asked, is it a giant gull?
No. It's just like a normal
gull.
sized gull. Yeah, just eats it.
Chicken.
And the bird sort of looks at you on either side, gives another screech, and then with a thunderous boom, it flaps its wings and it flies up here on the map, and it appears to kind of like settle down, and it's like a roost or something.
Like up where?
Oh, sorry, over here.
It was like the West Tower.
So like on the West Tower, yeah.
Oh, okay. You're just chilling out there?
Yeah.
All right. Kahrns gonna come back.
Okay, so while that happened,
Oh, okay. Other stuff happening.
let's get to the other part over here.
Fucking A.
So, Rove. Okay, so here's what you see. Yeah, I kind of already told you what you saw. But go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And this is technically before you get in the water.
What's the so I'm like up on the shore here.
Yeah.
What's the difference between making a perception versus an investigation check?
Perception is just more like your
Like
everyday
your
sort of your senses.
Passive
Whereas
senses.
investigation is like,
You know what you're looking for.
I think there's a secret door. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So if I'm specifically looking for tracks around the area, would that? I guess what would that fall under?
Sure. I mean, that's like I think it would still be perception. You're just sort of
Okay.
like perceiving. Yeah.
Okay. I will make a
Yeah.
perception check.
Okay.
14.
Well, you don't see any tracks, but what you do see when you get to this grotto
Mhm.
is, as you get within roughly 5 feet of the water, you can see sort of just under the surface a large fishing net, and it's filled with dead bodies. Like looks to be
Oh.
not undead or anything, just like just killed corpses.
Normal
Corpses.
bodies.
Yeah, corpses. And the corpses don't look like they've really decayed much.
Meaning they're relatively fresh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You got
Anyways,
guys.
so that happens right as Kahrns doing his raven stuff, and then the raven flies away. Now we're all back to we're back to. So this just happened. You saw the raven fly up, Rove.
Jeez.
Yeah. So what do
All
y'all?
right. So Kahrns will turn to the party inside the building and go, all right, so this might be a bit hard to believe, but that raven is actually a friend of mine in a sense.
Hmm. I report in saying, all right, bodies found.
Hey, before we go in, can we check the rest of the ground, staying away from the viney things, but maybe like that pool of water down where like that other tower, and kind of like listen at the doors and smell and check out that pool of water and all that good stuff?
I'll take a look at the pool.
Cool. Robbie, I'm gonna check out the bodies and see if they're a specific race at all.
Just gonna ask.
Okay. So so you're gonna like go in there and like sort of padiddle around.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of tread a little cautiously. Is there anything weird about the water or the net?
Okay. So here, let's do this. Do you mind if I come back to you and I'll do Ruark
Go ahead.
first, because he wants
By all
him and
means.
Reese are gonna explore over here.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So Ruark, do you want to move your just go ahead and move your character over here. That's fine.
Got it.
And Risa too. Okay, so so you go over to over here and you're looking into the pool. Give me a perception check. Wow.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. You can tell
Party.
the pool is roughly about 7 feet deep or so.
Okay.
Okay, you're perceptive. Okay, you can see, what can you see? That's a good question. Oh. So it's a little bit mucky, but you can still kind of see to the bottom. It's not incredibly gross. But you can see that there are some things in there. It's roughly 7 feet deep or so. Yeah, you can see some things. Some things are in there. It doesn't really tell me what you see, but you see some things.
Hey, Risa, just be careful. There's something moving around in this pool of water.
Okay.
No. You see something not moving around in there. You see like something at the bottom, like you see
Like an object?
what look to be like a couple of bottles. Yeah. You can see a bag of some kind. You see like a few random things at the bottom of this, or in the middle, roughly, of this.
Can I cast Mage Hand to try and pull up that bag?
Sure. Yeah, so
And I dump its contents, and I use
Sure.
Mage Hand to dump its contents on the ground.
I'm gonna have her back. I'm gonna draw one of my firearms, and I'm gonna have her
Gotcha.
back.
So you do that, and yeah, you pick up the bag. It's a small bag, and you dump it out. There's out comes a bunch of silver pieces. Not too many, roughly about 125. And also in there, and also
I know what you're thinking.
in there's a gold paperweight in the shape of a tortoise. That if you sold it would be roughly worth 100 silver. It's basically 100 silver. We'll just say it's 100 silver.
So some silver pieces in the paperweight. Is that all?
Yeah. Oh, you can also see something that looks. Oh, that looks to be like gosh, how do I describe it? It's yeah, you can see something else that's mildly shiny. It's a little bit bigger down there as well, and you can also see a few bottles too.
Can I cast light?
Yeah.
On one of the bottles?
Sure. The bottles both have an orange liquid in them.
Okay, so they're like stoppered or whatever.
They're stoppered. Yep.
Let's get the bottles and the bigger thing.
And the bigger thing, it's not too much bigger. You can see that it's a candelabra. It's like a rusty candelabra with some interesting designs on it that you can't see until you take it out.
Yeah. So pluck that out.
Sure. Yeah, so as you do so, you can see that it's in the shape of what appears to be, or it has, little reliefs on it that appear to be some sort of like sea god or something. You're not exactly sure, but it's some sort of.
What kind of god?
Like a god of the ocean. But you don't really, unless are you proficient in religion?
We should show this to Rove and Kahrns.
Yeah, but I am proficient.
Oh, then never mind. You might know. Go ahead and give me a roll then.
I am too.
Oh, okay. Then both of you can.
I don't think I'm going to be of much help. Oh, well,
okay.
that was lucky.
So Risa, you are aware that this is sort of an aquatic version of another god in the Taldorie pantheon, and that is a god called the Everbright, which is a god that is all about harmony and balance, basically. But it's like an aquatic version of him, which is interesting.
It's not some.
It's normally not. Normally he's not
double...
associate. No.
Not Cthulhu.
No.
Oh, yeah, it's not Cthulhu. Or the...
No. It looks very old too.
Relatively benign.
Oh, why did it get trashed down in this pool? Okay.
What are the potions, Risa?
Yeah, I'll pluck those out.
Yeah. Well, you've seen them before. They're actually they're 2 potions of greater healing. So you don't have to roll for those. You know exactly what they are. However, Ruark, with your keen hearing, you see something moving. You see the ground moving over here. And you can
over where? I didn't see.
Sorry, over here.
Gotcha.
Over here, and you hear rustling in the bushes behind you. We're gonna cut there.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go over to Rove, who is inspecting these bodies. Okay. So, Mr. Rove, you. As you're looking at these bodies, you actually, why don't you make a medicine check? Give me a medicine check, please.
Hey.
He's dead, Jim.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a doctor.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor. And then, okay, Well, just lacerations and, cuts and whatnot.
Okay.
Nothing you can really discern too much, especially in the water. But then go ahead and give me a perception check as well.
Okay. Is there any theme to the people that are caught in this net? Or are they all
That's a
kinda
good
random?
question. So yeah, so they're human,
Shit.
varying degrees of humans as well. Well, okay. So Rove, as you're inspecting the bodies, this big net of bodies, from underneath them, you can see three things sort of swim right around you, and then these big, gross, like crawfish man people with these
Okay.
pincers, and they all come at you.
Oh no!
Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, they all come at you.
Gabby, quick question.
Yeah.
Back then when I was trying to sense for undead within 5 miles of us, you did say that there was nothing, right?
Correct. And the ones that Rove is seeing they're not undead.
They're not undead, man. They're just ugly.
Yeah.
That's just
They're
rude.
just dead, dude.
Yeah. So, well, okay. So everyone, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Well, not again.
Oh wait, actually, before you roll, let me clear these out.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now we can
Okay.
roll
So
initiative.
now go ahead and roll, and then we'll see what happens.
Yep. Super fast Kahrn. Here we go.
I got your back.
Oh, buddy.
Oh
Not
no!
as much as I have your back. I got your 6, man.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. So, alrighty. Then we're gonna go. Okay. All right. Bop, bop.
would be...
Then behind, so now I'm going to switch back to Ruark, because behind you, Ruark and Risa, you can see these two gross, disgusting, waterlogged green women, looking very similar to the person that Rove laid a kiss on.
I'm not Hags.
Bro, you're missing out.
Hey, ladies.
Hey,
Sorry, guys.
ladies.
I'm only doing it once.
How you doing?
I've got a friend for you to meet.
Come on. I thought you did the fun things twice.
No, you don't. Only try something once, and you're good.
Okay. Pardon me,
There.
folks, while we do this.
Third time's the charm.
Nope. Not even second.
You can
Risa,
also see, Rove and Risa, you can see that there appears to be something that is invisible. Down by where I said, too.
Wait, are you talking about Ruark and Risa?
Ruark and Risa?
Ruark and Risa.
Yeah. Okay.
We're sensing something invisible.
Yep. That you are.
Right around in the area of the.
Right, kind of down by the number 3.
Okay.
Sort of.
I might have glitter dust. Hold on.
Okay, so now let's see. Where is this all going to fit in? Okay, so now we've got Kaz. Kaz, you can hear, I'm assuming, distress coming from both Rove and your other mates over on the eastern side. You can hear distress.
Fear is bubbling on my.
Something's happening, so you can tell that they're both in trouble. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll go find out what's going on with them.
Okay.
So
I should be all right.
see,
Guys.
I can probably.
Don't worry too much.
I mean, well, there's. I'm not the person to be going over there, and that would be a much further trip as well. And I'm not too good underwater, so let's see.
Well, one thing I was thinking of is you can hitch a ride off of me, and we can go barreling towards somewhere.
I mean, I can move up to 90 feet on a turn, so.
Damn.
Okay, then yeah, maybe you here. Why don't you go help these guys, and I'm gonna help these guys over here. My plan is to just sort of run up and then run up to these staircases, jump and go down this way.
All right.
Just watch out for those vines. They're not friendly.
Yeah. Hopefully, I can just speed past them real quick.
Okay.
All right, that's as far as I can get. That's pretty. I mean, assuming we're going by the. Well, see, that's the other thing. I think the squares on the map are not the same as the squares in Roll20.
Yeah, I know.
So should I?
Not...
Well, which one should we follow? Like, should I follow the squares on the map?
No, don't need just. I couldn't turn them off. I couldn't get rid of them. So
It's
just
okay.
disregard the bigger squares, as silly as that sounds.
Just use the measuring tool from Roll20, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I was counting the squares that I was moving, so I went. That's like, yeah, I went basically 90 feet.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I can get. Do I? Oh wait, I'm in line of sight of something, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, but I can't do anything actually because that I used all my actions to get that far.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So are you all done, Kaz?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Ruark. What would you like to do?
Unless, actually, maybe I'll just go 60 feet and then I can like.
Yeah.
I think I'll still be within range to.
Okay. So you wanna shoot one?
Actually, is that? Oh no, I think. No, that would put me back there, and I wouldn't be able to see them.
Okay.
So never mind. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Cool. So, all right, Ruark, what would you like to do?
Good afternoon, ladies.
Buddy.
Would you like to join us for a drink?
Hold on. Let me see. Would they? I don't know.
You know you're a ranger, right?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check, Ruark.
Oh, I'm super good at this. I have a +0.
Oh yeah.
Literally a 1.
Okay. They smile at you and they say, "Oh, I'm so ready to eat something living."
All right. Well, we're gonna do this then. I can obviously tell that my charm has not won them over, and we are gonna toss a web grenade right on the two of them.
Okay. Sounds good.
So let me make a dex-based thingy-do-bob here. Let's see. How do click dex? See if I at least get it in the vicinity. I'm probably a little off, to be honest with you.
Sure. I think we might actually get rid of that mechanic with bombs and stuff because I just think it's kind of stupid. But
So,
I'll take that into account.
I would play it that I'm off by 3, so I would say that I meant to get it on both of them, so I'm probably off and only got one of them.
Yeah, I was just gonna give one advantage on the save, which I think they still failed. So, and then the other one was just a normal. Okay, well the other one, we'll say the one to the left got it. The other one to the right did not get their save.
Cool. So, and then the thing that's behind us.
Yeah, you can't see it, and it hasn't moved yet. But it was kind of down by the number 3. Maybe on the square above number 3.
Okay, so then I'm gonna just move over here.
You can try and attack it. Basically, you just get disadvantage. You just get disadvantage on attacking it always.
Well, I was actually gonna do something else. I was gonna kind of flourish my robe kind of around so that it was blocking the view of what was behind us. And I was going to kind of go down to the ground real quick, set a trap, and then get back up. So essentially, right where he just was, right here, in this square, I set, what do you think, everybody? Lightning, poison, or acid? Or tremor?
Acid. Oh yeah.
Acid it is. We'll
I'm on a
put
trip,
it,
man.
So we'll put it trap right here.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Just a trap that makes them
Sounds good.
trip really hard.
All right. So now we're on back to down there with Mr. Dude. What do they do? Oh, they have
Chulls.
Okay. So
Chull.
yep.
Fuck that.
Oh no.
I'm
Not the
gonna.
Chulls.
Ruh-roh.
Chill it out.
Actually, did I ask for a perception check from you? I did, and you failed.
You did.
So they're gonna get a free. I'm just gonna do their free attack round right now.
When I saw them.
Well, right, but they were like, you saw them right as they were attacking.
Oh,
you.
okay.
They
I was
ambushed
surprised.
you, basically. Yeah, like if you would have made your perception check, you would have seen them just enough time that they wouldn't have gotten their surprise
Surprise round.
on you.
Nice.
So one is going to hit you, Rove, for that plus 4. Sorry.
Jeez.
7. Oh, and then you are held. Oh, yeah, and they have 4 legs, by the way. Not like it matters.
Cool.
They're kind of just like man lobsters.
4 to chop off.
So, Rove, it holds you tightly in its pincer. So give me either a acrobatics or athletics check to escape.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we can have some seafood tonight.
Okay. You do get out, which is good. The next one totally misses you. And then the next one, your AC is still 15?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is going to hit you again.
But I'd like to give a reaction of shield.
Sure. Okay. So then your AC is now 20?
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
Yeah, it missed you. Okay. This one's going to attack one more time, and then...
So it glanced off like some magical force or something that you enacted at the last minute? That's
one's
cool.
going to hit you. So, Rove, you take 12 points of damage and give me a...
Jeez.
Give me a one of those checks, the escape check, basically. Whichever one you want.
Gotcha. Oh, jeez.
Nope. Well, that means that you are grappled.
Okay.
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 They're going to do
Might
something.
not be a bad idea.
They're going to do something on their next turn, which it kind of is their next turn because that was their surprise round.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Rove, do your electric eel thing.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
Okay, so now they have like a tentacle from their mouth, and one of the tentacles goes at your throat. So and it pierces your throat too.
Oh.
So
Ugh.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
Jeez.
Yeah.
20.
Oh. You're okay. However, the other 2 are going to attack you too.
Fuck them.
When you're grappled, so they get advantage.
Unless they have a special rule, they shouldn't.
Oh, they shouldn't? Okay.
No, he would have to be restrained.
Oh, wait.
I'm not grappled anymore. Or was I?
No, you're grappled. You just failed your Constitution
Yeah.
saving throw.
Oh.
For the
They tried to grapple me
They
again.
injected something into you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying that you don't get advantage on a creature if it's grappled.
Okay.
Only if it's restrained.
Oh, so restrain's different.
Grapple just means they can't move.
Okay.
You
Thanks.
can force movement.
Okay. Thanks for that. Okay. So all right. Well, just one more is going to attack you after all that. And Rove, you're just going to take 10 points of damage. And then we're on to the next turn.
22. Jeez. I'm at 22 health, guys.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Got rid of half of my health.
All right. Invisible Stalker. Let's see. Well, you know what? Not very smart. So, indeed, Ruark, it stepped upon your trap.
Oh, wait. 2 old hags that are licking their lips at us and an invisible stalker? I think that Risa and I went into the wrong neighborhood.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we all went to the wrong neighborhood.
Okay. It made its saving throw too.
Well, it still takes 48 damage.
Okay.
Acid damage. So
Okay.
let's do the 48. 1, 2, 3,
Sure.
4. So 17 points of acid damage. And if it made its dex save?
It did.
Okay, cool. Well, then that's all that happens is just that damage.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm sorry, how much damage, if you don't mind?
17 points of acid corrosive damage.
Okay, I just need something to mark it. Okay. All right. Whatever. We'll just use that. That's the invisible stalker.
Well, no, but I put the trap up here.
I know. I need to. Oh, that's not working. No, I need
Okay.
a token. God damn it! Why is this?
Which, if the trap goes off, I think that would alert Risa and I that there's something near us.
Yes, most definitely.
And we might even be able to see it covered in acid, potentially, for a moment.
Okay, I'm just gonna use that thing as something. You said 17 damage?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So that happened. Yes, so you can see where it is, and you can kind of see where it's moving. It's moving up to you all. And yeah, let's see. It's gonna do some attacks. Hiya. Okay. Who will it hit? Risa, do you want to be odds or evens?
Evens.
Okay. Sorry, Rework. That's you, buddy. It
Wait a
rolled.
second.
Shit. Okay. Cool. Okay, so Rework, that does hit you.
My AC is 19, by the way.
Correct. I rolled an 18. So that is going to be okay. So that's going to be 9 damage to you.
Okay.
All right, and then next up we have Kahrn. What are you gonna do, Kahrn?
All right, here we go. We're going on an adventure.
Woo!
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20,
So
25.
the map
30,
squares are like
40,
twice
45,
as
Kind
big
of.
as the I
so-
feel I don't know. I would make the argument that the big squares on the map are what's meant to be used with this map, and we're actually moving twice. Like you have to move twice as far as you normally would.
That's
I
fair.
don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, if someone knows how to, I mean,
you can resize the map, but
Well, I mean, I'm just saying for movement purposes, can't we just like follow?
We can just do the best
big
job
squares?
we can. I mean, if it's not perfect, I mean, we could do this
I think that's
crazy
fine.
thing. We could use our
Okay, so-
imagination.
I'm okay with that. So you can just move double movement. How about that? You can just move
all
double
right.
movement.
So
Yeah, I like,
so
I
1,
like
2,
that.
3.
That's fair.
All right, so I just moved.
Wait, you're
Alright,
moving
so-
there, Karn?
Yeah, I know. Basically, I'm trying to
Wait,
barrel
really?
towards. Yeah, because my goal is to barrel through the vines, jump over this, and then go around this way.
Okay, hold on.
I might have said watch out for the
Never
vines,
tell me the
but I think, Karn, you don't like listening to me. I think
Are those
you
vines
don't-
still on
I don't
fire?
think he cares about my
No,
opinion.
they put themselves out.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just barreling through them basically.
It is in keeping with his character.
You're barreling through them. Here, let's see. Maybe I'll make
For as
you.
long as this character
Actually,
lasts.
Karn, I'll tell you what. Since you're riding your horse, I'll let you make a handle animal check to see how well you can move through the vines, and if you do it well, maybe you can move through them without provoking something.
All right, let's see. Let me look at something.
How
You're
good is your horse
awesome.
running upstairs? Actually, how good are you at maneuvering your horse while it's running upstairs? That's
I'm imagining like a dressage horse that's just kind of like just nailing it every single one.
yeah.
Do I
Yeah.
get any bonuses for being basically for my subclass being basically a cavalier and having mounted combatant and stuff?
Wouldn't your subclass
Well,
give you
Yeah.
that?
Does it give you anything like that, or does it not?
Well, it basically says I have advantage on saving throws made to avoid falling off your mount. So I don't know if you want to count this as that.
I think you should give him the dressage
Yeah.
bonus.
Yeah. I mean, you are a mount. Yeah. Sure. Well, how about
Is your horse's mane braided?
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll just say you get advantage on handle animal checks with your mount.
Sure. Okay. All right. Let's do that, and let's do advantage.
Okay.
That was handy.
Arn, you beautifully ride through and duck as the vines sort of trying to grab you off of your horse, and you can complete that.
All right,
So
90,
you run through the vines, and what do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna leap off of climb up the wall and leap off it.
So Karn, you oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So you leap. Okay, you leap off of it.
Ah!
Okay. So all this area where there's rocks, that's difficult terrain. So you can definitely climb it with your horse. It's just kind of not as easy.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I know.
So do you want to keep moving with your
Yeah.
horse?
So that was.
Remember, you
so
get double
said-
movement with your horse, so you
All right.
probably move a lot.
All right. So that was 90 feet. So this would be 95, 100, 105, 110. So then it would be 120. Then I'm gonna action to dash, so I get effectively. So I get 60 more feet of movement because.
Sure.
All right, but then half's only 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm coming, Rube.
Thanks,
Okay.
buddy.
Wait, hang
All
on,
right.
actually. I don't. Yeah, I'd have to like.
Oh,
I need to do another turn
just-
just to get to you.
Just out of range.
No worries, man. Honestly, if you have anything long range, just to kind of get them a little tickled while I'm making my escape.
Not really, no.
Okay, then we'll just play it by ear. I'll try to extradite myself quickly.
Okay, so one of the hags, I believe, is restrained. So this one, what's she gonna do? She's going to. Oh, okay. She's gonna move here, and then she's going to part her seaweed hair and show her really, really gross, ugly face to you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's gonna do. She's gonna do Ruark.
I did not consent to her doing me.
Hey, man.
So
You don't get a
Ruark,
choice.
Penny in for a
why
pound.
don't
Come on, buddy.
give us
Take one for the team.
Oh,
Yeah.
give us a Wisdom saving throw, Ruark.
Ooh.
in for a penny and for a pounding.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Ruark, give us 2 Wisdom saving throws. Whoopsie.
Oh, come
Oh my
on.
God.
You want me to roll well twice?
She's so ugly just as she is, but then when she parts her face, it's like another level of ugly.
Nice.
Grossness.
Good man.
I am really good at avoiding ugly.
Okay, so you're fine. What does the other one do?
It's common sense, man.
So if we're using
She
the
can get another
5,
save
10,
on her
15.
turn
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
she's
out
gonna.
of the web.
Oh, thanks. All right, she's gonna try and get out. That's a no, but she can actually still reach with her. Actually,
Gumby arms.
yeah, she's gonna do the same thing to Risa. So Risa, give us 2 Wisdom saving throws because she can still actually reach it.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. So yeah, give us 2 Wisdom saving throws, Risa.
Yeah.
And that's basically all she's gonna do.
Nice.
Okay. Well, Hags didn't do anything this round. Risa, it's your turn. What do you want to do? Oh. Here, I shouldn't. Yeah, this is where the invisible stalker sort of is.
With acid on it.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
It's like right next to y'all.
Oh, this is the invisible stalker right here?
Yeah, that little, yeah.
Okay.
But if you can destroy those hags and maybe disintegrate them or something, we'd be all into that.
Be nice.
So if I like sneak around this way, excuse me, and cast
Yeah.
lightning bolt.
Yep.
Okay. Can both of them please make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, they can.
DC 17.
Oh, okay. Well, one of them definitely got it. And the other one did not. So the first one did not make it. The second one made it.
Okay. Well
Yes.
then.
What? These got damaged.
They take
Damn.
the one that didn't make it takes 28 points of damage, and the other takes 14.
All right. The first one is definitely looking real bloodied. She's not looking good. Okay. All right.
Oh, what the hell was that? Who's that guy?
What? Where?
The guy next to Risa and Ruark. I just saw him.
Oh, that's an invisible stalker. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm sorry. Half that for the second one, Risa, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. All right, Risa, do you want to move, or I suppose you already moved? Okay.
That was
Anything else? Bonus actions or anything?
That's it.
Okay, Rove, you are up next. Currently
It's
you are grappled, so
time.
I'm assuming you want to get out of your grapple, but
Oh,
what do
yes.
you do?
I am going to cast Thunder Wave.
Oh, okay.
Wait, does that do thunder or lightning damage?
That does thunder damage.
Do you have
Do
any
you-
lightning damage?
Do you say thunder,
Ooh.
thunder, wave,
Oh,
ho?
God.
I say
All right.
Thunder Rove. Oh.
Thunder rove, I like it.
So can they give me a little save, a little
Yeah.
Constitution save?
You got it. Alrighty.
Ooh.
They get +3 to all these rolls, so just
Oh, well, if
Yeah,
it's not above
so-
16.
yeah.
then-
So one more.
They'd be fucked.
Yeah,
yeah.
get it.
None of them made it,
Oh,
baby.
fuck.
None of
Oh
them made it.
shit.
Unfortunate. So then,
Unfortunate.
well, all of them are pushed 10 feet away from me.
Oh.
And since I made that with my magic wand of skullfuckery, or
This one hits the
skullduggery, I
wall.
guess,
This one hits the wall and takes damage from hitting the wall. Ugh.
then they also get another D8 of damage.
Okay.
So that's 20 damage to
Damn.
each creature.
Okay. All right, girl. I see you.
And I'm gonna bippity boppity get the fuck out of there. Are any of them? Are they? How are they looking, Gabi?
The Chulls,
Yeah.
they
So
are
ugly.
they are ugly. They're definitely not bloodied. But actually, Rove, let's see what you know about Chulls. Give me a knowledge check with advantage because you're an aquatic creature. Let's see what you know about Chulls.
Knowledge.
Nature?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. An advantage.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
14.
Yeah, so I mean, Chulls are pretty common. They're just they're like animalistic. It appears that like they were just eating the bodies, and so like it's probably safe to say that if you get out of there, they're not going to follow you onto land.
But
They're
they're obfuscating evidence. So
Yeah, they're definitely going to eat
do
bodies and be aquatic. They're not going to come onto
I
land.
know if they're good for eating?
It would they're scavengers. It's kind of like
Like
But I mean,
munching on a
it's like
vulture.
shrimp, right? It's like basically giant shrimp.
I mean,
kind of, I suppose.
shrimp are more filter feeders. These are literally necrophages.
It's kind of
I
like
don't know-
eating.
I don't
It's
know if
kind
I
of
wanna
like
eat
eating
that.
like carp. It's like
I don't think shrimp are filter breeders,
carp.
but
I don't know. So
I
yeah, no,
like catfish.
your people kind of shun it,
Okay.
but
All right.
you could.
Hey, people aren't watching.
Okay.
I've done worse things. So I'm gonna move my
We know.
character up onto the shore, and
Okay.
using my bonus action because I've made my crossbow a magic weapon. I'm gonna fire my crossbow at this Chull down here.
Okay.
like shooting Chulls in the barrel.
Alrighty.
That's it. Let me see. It gives a +1 bonus to my attack. Okay, so light crossbow. Do your thing.
Oh my. All right.
Oh, that was with
well,
advantage. My mistake. That's
okay.
an 11, so it probably didn't hit.
Just pinged off of its lobster-like armor.
Okay.
Piss.
Hmm.
It's carapace, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I gave him
Alright.
a shake my fist at him.
Okay, sounds good. Now I believe we are at the top of the round. Mr. Kaz, what would you like to do?
Oh, let's see if I can do something. Alright, so, oops. Alright, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4.
I should use these.
I should start doing a bit better spell descriptions, seeing as I'm a
Yes. Yes, please do.
All right, I'm gonna run up and
next round.
try and stab a bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
21?
Yes, that is definitely a hit, my friend.
All right, and I get sneak attack as well.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Why do you get sneak attack?
because of my swashbuckler ability.
Oh, right.
Oops. All right.
Oh
First
my.
one. So 21 damage total.
Okay, Kaz, tell you how you kill the hag.
Nice.
Ooh. Well, basically, she was the one who like whipped her hair back and forth. So yeah, I caught a glimpse of the face and I just had to get it right.
Stab it right in the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be
Okay.
the world a favor.
Anything else, Kaz? Anything else for you?
I don't think so.
Okay. Cool. Ruark, what are you gonna do?
So I am going to, as a bonus action, cast a spell called Ensnaring Strike.
Ooh.
Actually, sorry, I can hide as a bonus action. Can
Sure,
I
go for it.
attempt to do that?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Most certainly.
Natural
well,
one.
You know,
Ooh.
okay. Not so
Oh, well.
much.
Okay.
You dive into a bush, but there's a
Right.
rock beneath the bush.
I mean, I am wearing a giant hat, so it's hard to hide.
The hat pokes out of the bush. I think you're well.
I'm hiding.
I'm hiding. Smile.
All right. Ruark, what you gonna do?
So this corrosive unseen striker, whatever it's called, invisible stalker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike on him, and then I am going to step back and all Desperado style, I'm going to blam him.
Okay.
Um,
So if you step back, he is gonna get an attack of opportunity, just so you know.
yeah, let's give it to him.
Okay. I think he missed it.
He's been a sport, you know, like.
Yeah. Let's give it to him. Yeah, he missed
Well, that's too bad. I guess he's going to take 2 lightning bullets to the fucking
it.
face.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Watch out. Well, is that going to hurt Risa because she's adjacent to him?
Oh, you know what? They're going to be regular bullets.
Thank you.
Nice.
Does
Yeah.
a 25 or a 22 hit?
They both hit. Yeah.
Cool. So let's go
Does
back
your-
and read the
Ruark,
spell.
Does your gun only crit on a 20? Are you using like a palm pistol? I forget.
I don't remember. Let's assume it's not a crit.
I think your gun only crits on a 20.
It might have been a 19. It might have been a 19, but did I roll a 19?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Let's assume it's not because I don't know.
I don't think it is. Okay.
Fair.
So can you have the unseen striker? Can you have him make a strength saving throw,
I
please?
can. Yeah. Well, he got, or she got, 16.
Nope, failed it. So she is restrained.
Okay, restrained. Oh.
And she is going to take 1d6 damage
Oh.
as well.
You can see this invisible thing-ish in the air, sort of just hanging around.
So the vines, is it like restrains and like vines burst out of the ground and they
I
wrap
don't know. Why don't
around?
you, yeah. What? Yeah. I
And
guess
they
that's
wrap
what happens.
they wrap around her and they have thorns and they like start to
Oh.
like squeeze her and some of the thorns pierce her and so they do 2 points of like laceration damage or whatever.
Okay.
And then my 2 silver bullets that I shot, they do 23 points of damage.
Okay. Wow. That was a good turn.
You can have it.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Next up, we've got some Chulls, but you know what? Just like you thought, Mr. Rove, they're just going back in the water. They're going back in the water, and they're
Fuck, they're gonna eat all the evidence.
yeah, they're going back underneath all the bodies, and yeah, they're just they're just hanging out.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay. Invisible Stalker is restrained. But I think if he's restrained, he can still attack adjacent targets. Is that correct?
While restrained by the spell, they take 1d6. It takes at the start of its turn. Oh, so that just happened. Creature restrained by the vines, or one can touch the creature, can use its action to make a strength check against your spell.
Oh.
It can try to get free again.
Trying to get free, but I don't. Was that an 8 or a 16? I can't. 8. No,
So-
didn't get free. So
Dylan, what can somebody do when they're restrained?
Let's find out. Let's see.
can they
I
attack?
think
Maybe
They can, but I'm pretty sure they are at disadvantage.
That would make sense.
Oh no! So this is how it goes. Its speed becomes 0. Attack rolls have advantage against it, and it has disadvantage on saving throws. So we can attack without any repercussions.
Okay. So it's gonna do its attacks. It's gonna do 1 on Ruark, 1 on Risa, but it didn't hit either. So cool. Cool. That's its turn. Next up, we are going to have this lone hag. But you know what? She ain't dumb. She sees what's going on.
You should give her a chance to get out of the web again. Make a saving throw.
Yeah, that's right.
And I believe it's a dex based. I remember.
Oh, okay. She pulls out, and she starts to run. She starts to run away.
God. The mouth breather.
Yeah, she's totally a mouth breather.
Okay.
Gee.
I'm just going to say she makes it over here for those that care. Okay, and I suppose she could have run the other way. Oh, well, she wasn't thinking. Risa, what are you going to do?
So this invisible stalker in front of me.
Yeah, it's just
It's
restrained.
wrapped in vines.
Yeah, so
I want to hurt it.
so if, I would say anything with a dex saving throw would be might be good because it's going to get disadvantage, FYI.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you could just hit it. Like hit it with your staff.
Mm.
You get advantage.
Sure. I'll hit it with my
Oh, but you
staff.
get disadvantage because it's invisible, so you would just get it would be a normal attack.
It's just even. What about magic missile?
Yeah, that still hits, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Three
Pew, pew,
magic
pew.
missiles
Pew pew pew. Okay.
from point blank.
What?
All right, so can you give me the la demoge, please?
11.
Oh, wow. Okay. All righty, cool. Anything else from you, Miss Risa?
Can I back away? I'm gonna.
It's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
I'm not. Then I will stay right there.
All right, Rove, your turn, my friend. What you gonna do?
I think I'm taking offense to these these crappy crustaceans. So I'm going to launch Scorching Ray at all
Ooh.
3 of them.
Well,
Wait,
they're under the water though.
wait, did we skip my turn?
Yeah, I think invisible.
Oh, you know what? We did. Sorry, Kahrn.
Okay.
Kahrn, why don't you take your turn now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry about that.
All right, so I can. All right, so have double movement, right? All right, so I can. So my horse can move 120, but I can only move 60 because of.
Yeah, the La Difficulta Terrena.
All right, so I'm gonna move up to our friend here, and so wait.
What's up, buddy?
So these guys just sort of doing their own thing, not bothering to chase you.
Yes, but they're quickly making any kind of clues that we might find from the dead bodies in the net in the water into fish food. So
How deep is the water, by the way?
That's a
That's a
good question.
great question. I'm pretty sure it's kind of deep.
Like 20 feet.
Sure. Let's say 20 feet deep. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So like. Yeah. Okay. So that's a good like 30, 35 feet away.
Mhm.
Okay, so I moved 40, so I can move another 20, I think.
It's right into the water.
Yep, just gonna dive in.
All right, let's do it, man. I may advise you on your passing that I'm planning to do shatter next.
All right, just do it like over here so it doesn't hit me.
Okay, we'll see.
All right,
Yeah, we can do it.
I'm gonna. All right, so here's the deal. So normally I'd have disadvantage because I'm fighting in water and I have no swim speed.
Huh.
But since I'm a mounted combatant, I get advantage on attacking things that are smaller than my mount.
Oh, nice. So you
So
have
just get normal
so it's
attack.
normal.
Yep.
Normal in the water. Okay.
Yep. So now I'm gonna pull out my handy dandy longsword.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cut him. Cut him real good.
All right.
Right. Normal attack. Shasha.
That is definitely a hit.
Up 22 hits.
Yeah.
Wait, did I want to do any spells beforehand? Let me check. I don't really think I do. They don't seem like all that scary. So I'm just gonna smack them.
Okay.
Alright, 9 damage. This guy is now marked for
Okay.
unwavering mark. So it doesn't matter if I'm
Nice.
attacking anything other than me.
Okay, I'll put a mark on him. Well, you can't really
Alright.
see it, but yeah.
Then I'm gonna
There.
hit him again. And
I'm sorry,
Are
how
we
much
just making this red lobster right now?
I deal 9 damage to him.
Oh, 9 damage. Okay.
Yeah, and then I need to keep like being closed for some reason.
I know, can't we just heat the water up?
Just crab shack over here, baby. Nah, that'll do terrible things to any kind of biological
That's
evidence.
my unwavering mark.
You don't make shrimp gumbo out of the evidence, man.
Alright,
I'm telling you, it's
Adds
gross.
to the flavor.
Don't try
okay,
it.
and then I'm gonna
Those are
smack
gross.
him again with another lance attack. Not a lance, no. Longsword on my lance out. I don't think that hits.
No, it does not. I'm sorry.
All
Come
right,
on.
bonus action, I'm going to shove this
Okay.
crab like down a bit.
Okay.
So it's
do they get-
it's an
Oh.
athletics test.
Athletics.
Nice.
It got 10.
I got
Oh.
29.
Okay, you shove it this way, right?
Yeah, just 5 feet.
Oh, just 5 feet? Okay.
Nice.
Right.
Good placement.
Okay. Next up, let's see. Risa, did you go?
Yeah, I went.
Okay. Rove, then it's your turn.
Cool. All right. I'm going to use my wand as like a modifier, but a thing that I think I want to institute is that Rove casts his spells with a combination of his spell focus and different small augmentations to his body. So in this case, he's gonna point his nice fingernail, his crystalline fingernails that he has at the group of Joe's Crab Shack over here.
Okay.
And
And
some Krabby Patties.
yeah, make some fucking Krabby Patties, baby. And he's gonna do shatter like right in their
shit.
midst.
Okay.
It has a 10-foot radius, so like
Yeah.
keep Kahrn out of the
Sure.
Yeah,
stuff there.
you can easily do that. Yeah, you can do it.
But also add a D8. So they need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Oof.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh, buddy.
Yeah. What's the DC they have to get?
16.
None of them made it.
Ooh, friends. So each of them will take 16 thunder damage, please.
Oof. Okay.
You're
You want to
just
describe the spell? Describe the spell.
I did. So like
Oh, you did.
one of my fingernails lights
Oh,
up
that's right. The one of your
with some
fingernails.
with some
Okay.
weird kind of magical / computational glitters, and then it shoots a little bolt of energy into the water.
Kahrn, underwater, you can see that really disrupts them. It kind of shakes their bodies in weird ways. And
Didn't
and
we say that thunder damage underneath or sonic damage underneath?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, yep. So that really hurts them.
dang it! I could have taken Thunderous Smite.
Could have done it.
Oh well. I guess I'll just keep till spells that actually help the party, not let me hit harder.
All
I
right.
guess.
Top of the round, we have Kaz.
Gabi, before I finish up with that, so wait, do I get any damage advantage or some kind of what's the modifier of them being in the water and going under?
They took double damage.
Oh shit!
Yes.
So that's 32 damage.
Yes, they each took 32 points of damage.
And they're still alive.
They're not looking good, and they're looking scared.
Okay.
Yes.
Since I started that since I started my first turn in the water in grapple, I can add 2 points of health, which I never did.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go for it.
Just making sure.
Sure.
Cool.
Mr. Kaz, what you gonna
I
do?
also have a bonus action.
Okay.
I'd like to fire my crossbow at this
Sure.
This guy up here.
Okay.
So do a little light crossbow action. And add 1 to damage if that hits.
It does not hit.
21 doesn't hit.
Oh, no. I'm a ding dong. Never mind. Yeah, it hits.
Cool. And then
You are ding dong.
I would like to second that. You're definitely a ding dong.
and then
as in like the hostess treat.
I mean, you're not a ho-ho.
yes, you're delicious.
I mean, you're also a ho-ho and a ding dong.
a
does
sweet,
that make
sweet,
me a zebra
fluffy
cake?
dessert. Okay.
No surviving
that's,
from the Holocaust.
That's 10 damage, Gabi, because that's a magically
Okay.
infused crossbow.
Oh well, that kills one.
I saw that guy at the top. Just it's already squirming
Floats up to the top. Yep. You
Mhm.
killed it. Oh, yeah, you killed it.
right through the anthropomorphic kisser.
There it is. You heard it from the source, folks. All right. Top of the round, we have Kaz. What are you gonna do, my friend?
Yeah. Let's try and finish off this harasser here.
Yeah.
15?
I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Let's find out here. Yes, actually, that is a hit.
Oh, all right. Awesome.
Curious to find out what this thing
Wait,
is.
except do I? Oh yeah, I do get my sneak attack because of pack tactics.
Oh man.
Alrighty then. So 30 damage.
Holy shit. Okay.
Jeez.
It's still
Ugh.
alive, but yeah, it's been it's definitely seen
All right.
better days. I mean, you can't really tell because it's invisible, but from the way that the vines are moving, you can tell
Sounds
it's
pretty
agitated.
bad.
You can tell it's agitated. All right, Kaz, anything else
Cool.
from you?
I keep forgetting. Like I've forgotten this entire game. Like I can dodge as a bonus action, which gives any attacks
Oh,
against me disadvantage. So I'll just do that.
yeah,
I'll take dodge. Yeah.
That's right. All right, Mr.
Better than
Ruark.
hiding, actually.
Yeah,
There you
nice.
go.
Mr. Ruark, you are up. Ruark, are you there?
I was muted. Sorry.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
say, hey, cutie, you left without giving me a kiss, and I'm gonna chase after her ass. I mean, not really her ass, but
Okay, yeah.
Man,
Yeah, we know.
Same direction.
You're gonna go boom boom.
and when I get within a place where I think I have a nice shot,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her a little bit of electrified loving.
No love tap.
Yeah, a little love tap. A little
Okay.
tappy tap.
Double love tap.
a little tappy.
Wait, are you gonna do the lightning bullet?
Yeah.
Because that'll hit Kaz and
Damn it.
Risa potentially.
Wait, no, he's going after the hag.
Oh, I'm sorry, the hag. Oh, whoops. Fail. Okay, never mind. Don't
Who else are
worry.
we romancing?
Okay.
That's
So
the
never
whole
mind.
cutie thing. Leave
Got you,
them without
got
a kiss. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah,
Got
we
it.
don't know
Okay.
what the stalker looks like.
That's true. Okay.
Could be
So,
super hot.
Could be cute. Yeah.
All right. Ooh, ouch.
Ooh, ouch.
Okay.
Do I need to take a second shot, or does the body hit the floor?
No, she's still. You did 12
12
damage?
piercing
Oh.
and
10
10
lightning.
electrical.
No,
And then-
she hits the floor. It almost looks like they were lesser versions of the hag you saw before.
I was about to say maybe I
Yeah.
wouldn't have.
Ah,
had
yes,
to
the
do
infamous
this.
lesser hag.
Yeah, so Ruark, you can describe how you kill her if you'd like.
Well, she kind of like in my head reminds me of like an Evil Dead hag, and so I think like she probably makes the sound of like ah, it's like she like gets hit in the back and like it goes all like and then just like falls down on the ground.
Yes.
Okay. And then do you have another shot? Do you want to shoot the invisible stalker?
I do, but I don't believe that it would be fair for me to move that huge distance, make the shot, and then come back. So I'm going to call it that that's all I can do that round.
If you still have movement, though, you can move. You can break up your movement.
I think I probably
You're running
used
it.
all my-
You're running and gunning, man.
I think I probably. I
Okay.
think it's fair that I used
That's fine.
everything up.
Well, everyone, guess what? Kahrn, you can go ahead and give some attacks for opportunity because, oops, not your horse. They are attempting to flee.
Nice.
Oh, Bye.
They are running away. They were scared. But Kahrns,
Ew.
you did notice that before they left, they eyed you in a particularly bizarre way. Like they were looking at all of your body.
Can I do an insight check real quick? To see
Yeah.
if it's like
Yeah.
try to ascertain their motives, kind of.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like
Why
you should
not?
sing
Let's
I'm
do it.
Too Sexy.
You're
I think that's the problem.
gonna discern the rhythm of their clacking claws.
Oh, I thought, did I push the button correctly?
Well, it just seemed like they were looking at you in a weird way.
All right, fair enough.
And that's all you can glean from that. But they did
Sure.
leave. Now, Invisible Stalker has a chance to free itself.
Strength check DC. Oh, shit. The Stalker was supposed to take every round 1d6 points of damage. At the beginning
Oh, well then guess what? It died.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it died. And you can now see that it is a what appears to be a human male.
Ah.
Let's deliver it to Robe so that he has his evidence.
Yeah.
Can I search the body?
Yeah. You don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
There's not really anything on it. He's just wearing rags.
Oh,
Doesn't look.
so it's not like a high-profile assassin.
No. I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you guys reassess.
Just a dude.
Oh, it's a
It's a
lady.
dude.
A random dude. Or a
A
lady.
madman.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. Should we go? I mean, we're already at the east side. Should we maybe check out the little tower instead of?
It's going that
Might
way.
as well.
Yeah.
I mean-
Power of power.
And I guess since we're back here, we're working, I can just check out this back door.
Mm,
Oh yeah, there's the back door too.
So I guess
Yeah.
we're out of combat.
Are we splitting
think,
the party?
yeah.
I think so.
Let's come back together maybe, and
Yeah.
maybe we can just
Although-
go
Or
in,
like
go in the back
Voltron,
door.
you know?
I was kind of thinking
Yeah.
that we should each go in a different door.
Although I
maybe.
did want to
We
take
just
a look
did
at the
that.
bodies. Oh wait, Gabby's
Yeah.
gone. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I definitely want to investigate some bodies and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Of
Let's do a
what?
little CSI.
The underwater bodies?
Yeah.
So, but so Karn, you were saying you wanted to check this door right here on the map?
I
So
mean,
the
just because we're
staircases?
next to it, basically,
Yeah, we're
but we don't
there.
have to.
And then we also can check this one that's next to the tower as well
Yeah.
over here.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's
Alrighty.
a couple doors.
So,
Yeah.
done with combat. Yes.
Real quickly, I just want to check out the bodies that Ruark found.
Oh, good
Rope.
idea. So
All right,
let's.
That's
let's-
the other
Sorry.
arc.
Rove, yes.
So Gabby, just real quick during
Yeah.
all of this,
Yeah.
I'm just really curious for my
Sure.
own interest. What was Langley doing during all of this?
Yeah, motherfucker sitting up there at the dock.
Towering in fear.
Just
Was
having
he smoking my
DTs.
weed or something? Like what's up?
Pining after his empty glass.
You don't know. He, when that thunderous boom happened, everyone just sort of hid. So,
Is he feeling sensitive because I called him a pussy? I don't use that word in real life. BT
mean-
dubs everybody. I don't like using it, but
Okay,
I feel
so
like,
let's-
like Robe would have.
let's do Kahrns first, and then we'll go to Ruark with Langley. Okay?
I will investigate the bodies.
Yes. Okay.
Can I assist? I have
Of course.
advantage.
Of course.
I have proficiency in it.
Yeah. So give me an investigation check, so you both can just do that.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you want to give Kahrn advantage, or you both can just do it. However you want to do that, it's fine.
I've got proficiency in it.
Yeah, I'll assist Rove, so roll with
Nice.
advantage.
Jeez.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Good thing we got that advantage.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you notice that there's 13 corpses.
13.
They're
Oh.
they're mostly human and half elves, but there's one dwarf.
Oh.
Okay.
They show signs of vicious stabbing and slash wounds, broken bones, and blunt trauma. You can tell with inspection that roughly the bodies haven't been dead for longer than 2 or 3 days or so.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's actually all you find. Okay.
Jeez.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, there's
Okay.
no items or anything.
So there's no any like markings on their clothes I might denote like?
Sure. I'll give you that. You
Or-
can tell that some of the markings on their clothes are symbols of the matron. Like
That's not a good
just
sign.
sort of random symbols.
Mm.
But other than
That's
that,
not good.
you don't discern more than that. Just
So
like random
I'm thinking these used to be followers that were on the island, and they were
Yeah.
killed and disposed of.
Yes, but by who?
That is a question.
Indeed.
Indeed, Watson.
Indeed.
Grove lights his pipe and wades through the
It's
water.
like an underwater pipe, so it's just like bubbling.
Yeah.
Bubble pipe.
Yes. Perfect.
Alrighty.
All right.
So what do you guys want to do?
All right.
Make our way over towards the shore, I think.
Yeah. I just want to check out this door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's go back. So Ruark, did you want to like search for Langley or be like, Langley, where are you, or something?
Mate, get your skinny little ass out here. Why aren't you helping us? You son of a bitch.
Okay, and then Pierce sort of appears, right, sort of not right next to you, but like appears in your vicinity, Ruark, and he just sort of says, kind of quietly, he says, "You do know he's a coward, right?"
Yeah, but I kind of think he's awesome too. Come on, you scurvy bastard. Get out here.
You hear a sigh coming from up by where the water was, and you hear, "All right, mate, I'll be right there."
Seriously? What, do you need to change your britches or something?
And then Pierce says, "I would watch him if I were you," and then crosses his arms and looks out towards the water.
Like you're one to be trusted.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so everyone sort of, I assume, comes back. Oh, actually, no. Kahrn and Rove, do you want to investigate this? There's actually a door here. Where the
There's
stairs are.
two doors that we want to do. We want to do the southern door and the eastern door on that tower.
So first things first, everyone, why don't you go ahead and move your piece to where you want it to be?
Yeah.
So like, if you all want to enter in the same place, it's fine. Or if you want to enter in different places, that's also fine. Ruark, Langley sort of just like scoffs a little bit, and he just shakes his head and doesn't say anything as he approaches.
Hey, can you potentially roll insight, Ruark, on Langley? Because not only was he dragging his feet, but he was very, very hesitant to come to this island.
He seems a little weird, but he's also, supposedly has a drinking problem. So
I mean, yeah, this could.
Langley,
Keep an eye on him.
Langley, what's up with you, bud?
he says, "Just it's stressful for me without having any access to a way to forget my problems,
Well,
all coming in.
I find that smoking some of this is always good for you.
All right, you smoke some. Okay.
Nice.
So, what do y'all want to do? For this place, there's not really a door. You can just walk in. There's not a door.
No.
This down here, there is a door, similar to how it looks, kind of similar to how the door looked up here when you first entered. Only it's just one door. It's not a double door. Yeah.
Okay. Is
So,
it locked?
Let's do the southern door first.
It's
The
not
one with-
locked, but you'll have to like get in somehow because it's kind of jammed, just like the other door was. Yeah.
But this is a different type of jam.
Yes.
Mhm.
Definitely
Blueberry.
strawberry.
It's a marmalade.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the preserves.
Okay. So, Kahrn, do you want to take out that crowbar?
Is the party wanting me to bust down this door as well?
Is there a window?
So funny. Oh, I forgot to mention, which they don't mention in here either. So there's windows, but the windows are on. There's another story. There's a second story to this. So there's no windows in the ground level. There's windows in the second story. So no, there's no windows.
Do the windows in the second story look? Are they opened? Are they barred? Are they bricked?
Nope. They're open. Some of them have been smashed here and there, but yeah, like. Just looks. It's. By the way, this whole building just looks old. It looks like really, really old, a little decrepit,
Gentlemen,
abandoned.
That'd be my guess.
You may as well maybe get a little airborne Risa. And Kahrn, in answer to your question, I mean, we might as well just, Leroy Jenkins it in.
All right, so am I busting down this door or what?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Knock, knock.
Yep. All right. I guess y'all want me to come over here and break
No,
down
there's no
this
door. No, it's not this door. This one doesn't have a door, I thought.
Oh.
Yeah, the door
The
is
southern door.
down here.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
southern
door that's...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All right. Well, crack knuckles.
And I think are we deciding to stay together and not do two different simultaneous?
That's what I would prefer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
that
then
makes
come
sense
on
to
down
me.
here, y'all. Now it's time to...
So, Ruark, are you coming down or are you staying up there?
I am going to stay out here where I have a view of both, and I am going to watch the party's back while they focus on the door.
Nice.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so Kahrn, give me an athletics check, please.
Athletics check.
Oh, I'm also gonna heal myself while y'all are doing that.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, Kahrn, you pry open the door, and here is what you see.
Knock, knock. Open up the door. It's Kahrn.
Oh, actually, let's do this. Let's get
This
my
is the
habit of-
Kahrn. Open the door.
This is the police.
Okay.
What?
What was once apparently the main
bathroom.
barracks of this stronghold. Shoot, I lost my place. It was once apparently the main barracks of the stronghold seems to have been turned into individual meditation cells. And you can tell they're meditation cells because, Kahrn, you can see a lot of what you know to be meditative things for the matron, like feathers and different tokens and stuff like that. Numerous wooden poles have been crudely lashed together and hung with curtains to create 8-foot-high partitions throughout the room. So hence all of these little
Dolls.
on there. The ceiling peaks 20 feet overhead where a thatched roof is reinforced with wooden poles. The entire room is a shambles, with many of the partitions damaged and curtains torn apart. Debris and broken remains of simple furnishings are strewn about, while piles of drying blood and gore fill the room with a metallic stink.
Well, okay.
Maybe we should go in the other door.
And you can also see, I don't know if you can see on your map, but you can see there's a door, across the room too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Let's
Rove, you don't want to
check it
CSI this room too?
Not thoroughly inclined.
Oh, come on, Sherlock.
Okay.
Karn's willing to investigate.
You talked me into it.
Yeah.
You talked me into it. Gabi.
Yeah.
Is it lit at all in the room?
It's
Dark.
lit a little bit through some sunlight that's peering in. I would say it's maybe like a low light. Most
Okay.
people can still see. It's not completely dark. But
I'm
yeah.
gonna use my magic tinkering ability to put a little light on my arrow or a sword or
Sure.
some piece, maybe a glove.
Sure.
And
Toss it in.
and yeah,
Toss
I'll
it in.
toss in
Okay.
like an arrow.
So you
or
toss it in,
a-
and as you do so, like 2 or 3 little rats just, skitter. They must have been eating a blood or body part or something.
Okay.
But yeah.
Do the bodies look like they were
There's-
the gore?
There's no bodies.
Ooh.
There's only gore.
There's only
Lovely.
gore.
Okay.
And it does look like the bodies have been dragged out of the door. That you
Like
can,
maybe down to the water, putting a net.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh.
yeah.
Does
So
the
this is like a slaughterhouse kind of.
does the offal look like it's arranged in any way?
Does it what?
The offal, like the viscera,
The guts and gore.
What's left over?
Oh no! It's completely just random. Just
It's just okay.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
Great. Yeah.
I'll walk further in.
yeah. No worries. Yeah, it's
I
pretty
mean,
dark.
not yet.
Karn's gonna just be on your 6.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay on your 62.
Cool. You guys want to look around, or do you want to continue
Yeah.
on to the next door?
I wanna try and confirm something. Kahrn wants to try and CSI if. So Kahrn deduces that the bodies in the little shoal are from here, from this room. But Kahrn wants to know if they were like taken by surprise, or if they went down fighting.
Sure. So yeah, you can give me an investigation check for that.
All right. You want to help me out, Rove, with a good old advantage on this?
Faux show.
Thank you.
Okay. Also, everyone in the room,
I have no idea.
give me perception checks as well.
I wanted to look around a little bit. Can I roll?
Yeah, go for
We're
it.
all
Yeah.
investigating.
Can I roll investigation?
Natural 20.
Okay, so Risa, are you in there too?
Oh, I didn't mean to roll advantage. Sorry.
Fine, we'll just go with the first one.
Okay, 23.
Sure. Cool. So, all right. First things first. Rove.
Yep.
As you're sort of looking around trying to deduce, it can seem that some of these people might have been attacked in their sleep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Or while they were in the bed. You don't know if they were sleeping, but while they were in the bed. Not all of them, but some of them. Kahrn, as you're looking around, you find a set of bronzed orc teeth strung together in a necklace. As a necklace.
Okay.
It's probably not worth anything, but you find it.
Can I do a religion check to see if this is tied to a religion?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh boy.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Risa, you find a really interesting, what appears to be a charm. And it has some really subtle, softly glowing, almost appearing like magical dust on the charm.
Like a charm, like a little.
Yeah,
like a little
it looks. It's in the shape of like a tree branch with leaves on it. But you can sense that it has some sort of magical qualities to it.
Right.
So if you want, you can make a Arcana check.
You should snort the dust that's on it.
I will leave that for you, Ruark.
That's more Langley's. That's more Langley's thing.
I'll scrape a little bit off for you, but before I do that, 12 to Arcana.
Well, believe it or not, you actually know what it is.
Well, shit.
I don't know what it does, but it's called a Charm of Plant Command. So you can just type that in, and you can look it up and see what it does. It does something. Someone already made it. It's like part of D&D canon. So Charm of Plant Commands. You can go ahead and put that in your party items.
All right. And this is a stupid question, but like, will it work without the dust?
Yeah. The dust was more a part of its magical nature. That's it.
So can I scrape it off?
No.
Okay. It's like in it.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like that's the magic part. Yeah, that's how you can tell it wasn't just a normal charm.
Okay.
That's the good part.
Yeah. So let's see. Did everyone in the room roll perception?
I got 29.
I got 19.
I got a 20.
Okay. So one thing that you notice, you hear all these little chirps, and then a ton of all these little feet come out, and then a ton of rats just come out from seemingly nowhere, from under the beds. Some of them just bite your foot. You don't necessarily take any damage or anything, but you're just trying to like get them off and whatever. So you can give me a Constitution saving throw, and you can get advantage because you all kind of saw that they were coming. So you can like, oh, okay, so
Is this like against the poison effect?
Yes.
Right.
So
I guess I would have advantage, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
Ugh.
Kahrn, unfortunately, you just start to feel a little off, but you feel okay otherwise right now.
For now.
yeah, but for now you're okay, and the rest of you are okay. But then shortly after that, the rats seemingly disperse and sort of, just sort of go out of the building. It's kind of just like this weird little one-off thing that they did. Anyways, yeah. So that's what happened.
I'd like to circle around with Langley and say, hey, mate, let's check out this other entrance. And where he's standing, we're going to walk up the stairs into that tower part and try to wrap around and meet the party.
Sure. Okay, so here's what you see. Let me get my reveal tool. Reveal. Okay.
Oh.
So you find
A giant letter C.
this is what you see. So as you walk in, Langley has a big smile on his face. The heavy scent of fermentation fills this dark, windowless hole. Jesus. Its walls are rough masonry and its floor is hard-packed earth. No ladder rises to the trap door in the ceiling. So there's a ceiling above you with a trap door with no ladder or anything. A table along the west wall holds a collection of copper tubing and vats. Next to it are several casks. And as you walk in, as I said, Langley smiles and he says, "Hey, smell that, mate?"
No, shit.
Let me use my scent ability. What exactly are we smelling?
Yeah, it smells like really old wine. Like really old. Like very wine.
I like wink at Langley and I say, hey mate, it might not be the best, but it's better than nothing.
Aye. And then he takes his dagger and he stabs one of the casks and sort of, pries it open a bit. And he smells it and he says, "Oof. It's a bit smelly, but it's better than nothing, right?"
Dude.
And then he
too bad Chuck up in here.
Yeah, he grabs like his little wineskin and he fills it up and he says, "Will you drink with me, mate?"
I want to keep a clear head, but I promise you that before the day is out, I'll have a drink with you. Does that sound all right?
I suppose. And he drinks the whole wineskin.
And carrying his ass back to the boat. Not doing it again.
I'll carry him.
And then he says, and then after a couple of minutes, he says, "So are we gonna go meet with the rest of the crew?"
Was there no door to get in?
No, there's no door. No, there's no door. There's a trap door that has no ladder. It's about 20 feet up.
Come in, Rove.
Aye.
So we found some booze and a trap door. How y'all doing on the inside of your, bloody Valentine over there?
Well, it's a wee bit messy over here, but we found another door. We're potentially going to move through it. Do you need any assistance?
No. Now that we've got our mate here fortified, I think we'll come around to you.
Oh, of course he is. Roger that. Out.
So I go and I fill up the rest of that wineskin again, and then put it in his arms and say, "Come on, Langley."
He says, "All right, mate.
Aren't you a lucky boy? Let's go."
Oh, yeah. He says, "Just to note, this wine's a little rough on the innards, but..."
Well, you're a little rough on the outers today, so there you go.
Touche. All right. So
So we'll come around and we'll join. We'll kind of get in that room with them.
Okay.
Right.
So everyone goes in the room. And then what do y'all do?
Let's go through that door.
I'm going to take back a little bit.
I feel like we have like this blue Drake who could check that door for traps. What do you think?
It's true.
Kaz.
And I doubt we're gonna, meet any traps here, but I can check it out.
All right, Kaz.
Ask a room full of gore.
Give me an investigation.
19.
19? Kaz,
Basically a
it seems like an
prerequisite.
old...
I mean, I don't think they were killed by traps.
Seems like an old piece of shit door, to be honest. However, it's not necessarily blocked. It's like partially blocked,
Yeah.
but anybody can...
Does it look like pretty weak?
It looks like it's all the doors sort of look the same. They look like they've been like bashed or like, but
right.
like
'Cause
not fully, weirdly.
I don't get the chance to do anything really impressive, so I'm just gonna try and look like a badass and just like kick open the door.
Kaz, why would you say that?
Yes, Kaz, do it. Do it.
You brutally murder hags.
Kaz, you kick open the door in a wonderful display. Oops.
Yeah.
I'm so amazed. We're also amazed that Langley and I toast to your amazing picking up the. No, I don't know. Whatever.
It's not revealing it. Why isn't it revealing it?
Kahrns, say something nice about Kaz.
He's a good
There we
captain.
That he is. Okay,
Wow.
so you walk
He's
in.
a jolly good captain.
Okay, so here's what you see in this room. So stairs rise to a railed balcony that covers 2 walls of this large vaulted chamber. The balcony stands 10 feet above the floor with heavy cross beams above reinforcing the 20-foot-high slate-tiled ceiling.
Oh.
Here and there, missing ceiling tiles have been covered over with thatch. A large rusty metal tub and a broken wooden frame stand near the staircase. The floor shows spatters of blood and obvious signs of a recent scuffle.
Recent? Like how recent?
Well, I mean, as fresh as those bodies looked, you know.
Another round of investigations, y'all.
Can I take a look specifically at the tub?
Yeah.
All right, and we're coming up, like where we're coming in, it's the balcony, right?
No, it's weird.
We're on the first
You're coming
floor.
underneath the
Underneath.
balcony, and then it kind of winds around. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little.
Let's check that other
Right.
the other downstairs portions before we venture upwards.
True.
But there's also a hallway to the left, which you haven't
Yeah.
really explored. So
That's what he's referring to, I think.
Kyle, what would you like? Would you like an investigation for the tub?
yeah, for the tub,
23.
Risa
Nice.
is ready. Well, Risa, you find a very well-made set of false teeth carved from ivory.
Ooh.
Guessing they're probably fetch about 150 silver or so.
Okay.
Archaeology.
But that's about it.
I show the entire group what the hell are we doing here? Teeth the tub.
Langley points to
I throw him at
that
Langley.
says, my sentiments exactly, lass. It's a fucking waste of time.
Okay. Just for that, give me the teeth back. Snatch him
Okay.
back.
So everyone, you can go ahead and move your people in here. We can just do this
Cool.
That door that's kind of at the bottom of the stairs that goes off to the west, I would like to put my ear up against that door and
Okay.
kind of look through the bashedness if it is bashed. And
So, it seems to be there seems to be stuff behind it, so you can't fully open it or something. Like it seems to be barred. But what you do notice, Ruark, is right here on the map.
I don't see where here
Nope,
is.
that was my bad. Right here,
Yeah.
you can see that where there was once a doorway, it has been bricked up.
Oh,
But,
shit.
But the bricks look very hastily like thrown in there.
Kahrn.
Another door for me to bust.
Another door.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Oh, doorman.
is in door like a hastily bricked up wall?
Will my crowbar be of assistance, or I just go ham myself?
Yeah, I think you can't really use a crowbar for this. You just gotta
All right.
pound it.
I mean, you saw what I did to that last door, but Kahrn, you can go ahead and get this
All
one.
right. Fine.
Do the pounding, Kahrn.
Hey, Kahrn!
Oh, Kahrn the doorman.
Shoulder bash.
knocking-
Punch through these bricks, and everything just goes
It's like the
fine.
Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, matron of ravens.
Okay, and here's what you see, Kahrn. First of all, right as you that incredibly disgustingly foul stench comes through
Kahrn.
the door. And a large pile of what appears to be just filth, just disgusting filth, sits basically in this whole room. This whole room is just filth. A ladder bolted to the west wall is bolted, and it leads up to a trap door. I think. Hold on, let me make sure I have that right. Ladders bolted to the west wall. Below a trap door. Yeah, the bricked over outlines of 3 arrow slits. Yeah, there's arrow slits. So there were arrow slits to the east of you, but they've been bricked over. Yeah, and that's it. And there's just there's all sorts of things in this pile of waste. You can see like, it also appears to be like sewage here too.
What?
Bro, do you want to investigate?
Like old gross sewage. And in the old gross sewage, there appears, there's like a rusty sword sticking out. There's just like gross, fucking disgusting sewage with random shit here and there.
Kahrns is going to caution about the smell, and then go up the ladder and investigate the trapdoor in the ceiling.
Okay. So you go over there, and you can see, like, in the sewage, you can see something move in the sewage quickly, and you see this size of a really large dog, this incredibly large rat, and it's just covered in sewage and gross things in it, and it just looks at you, and it goes back to doing the sewage thing.
As you were, rodent.
Rodent.
Okay. So Kahrn, wait.
I think we're pretty good at divide and conquer here, y'all.
Cool. So Kahrn, what do you do?
Oh, I was gonna climb the ladder and investigate the trapdoor.
Okay, so Kahrn, you climb the ladder, and as you get to the top, the ladder seems to not hold a lot of weight. So give me a perception check.
Oh, geez. I'm the best at these.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Good cannonball if you fall, though.
Ew.
Oh,
well, there we go.
Kahrn,
Nice.
Thankfully, you noticed that, if you go up there, the whole ladder is going to come crashing down. So you did not, so you saved yourself from that. But if you keep climbing towards the trapdoor, the ladder will come crashing down.
Would I know if someone a little
Flightier?
smaller could climb up the ladder?
How much does Kaz weigh? I suppose that's
25 pounds.
Like
No, really, how much do you weigh?
No, 25 pounds.
Oh, 20. Oh, I think you said 5 pounds. Okay.
No, 25.
You're not sure, but maybe. Who knows? There's only one way to find out.
You also have somebody with a flying
Poke their head
broom.
out of
I know.
the door with
the heads up.
emanating very bold stink lines.
Kaz would be able to make his
I'm
own
not going
perception
in
check
that
about
room.
his weight. Oh,
I'm not even going in there. It's no way.
There's a trap door.
I'm not getting
though.
these fine silks.
Well, then just
soiled.
take them off.
Fine threads.
all right.
Here, I can literally just carry you over the muck and the grime, and then you can just get on the ladder.
Who, me?
Or
Yes, you.
someone could ride their flying
way.
broom up to the top. Come on, guys, let's make this
Oh, I
easy.
guess you could do that too. I guess. Hey,
I can't really
Want to come to the
maneuver.
stink room?
In the stink room.
Never toss your captain. That's all I'm going to say.
Toss me.
Get out of here, kid.
Kahrn, would you appreciate a polymorph?
Oh.
What do you mean?
I mean, I could make you something else.
Like a rat?
I was thinking more like an elf,
An elf? How'd you make me into an elf?
so you'd be a little bit lighter.
Well, why don't you just make me into something that can fly?
Or why don't you fly up yourself?
I mean, I could do that. I could do that too. But how can something fly open a trap door?
Good point. So just
Fly
turn
up
me
the
to
trap
something.
door, push it up.
Yeah, Risa,
Okay.
can't you?
Like,
Can I what?
Fly
Just float
up
in
there
there.
and open the
Trap
trap
door.
door.
I mean, it's like I don't know if my broom can like maneuver too well indoors.
can it? Can it
I'll
not?
Can
I'll
it
give it a
hover?
shot.
All right. But
Is it not a Nimbus 3000?
Karma will allow you to polymorph
The
them.
Nimbus like
Good
2150. It's a later
Yeah.
model.
There you go. It's an electric or a hybrid.
Yeah. Doesn't get a lot of anyway. So yeah, I'll do it. I'll pour some herbs into a handkerchief and like put it around my mouth and then
Like open the door up with the handkerchief.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Risa, you fly over there. The door is locked or jammed or something. You cannot.
Thunderwave.
Swole returns.
Hearing slowly
Is there
returns.
a way to like look for any like long pieces of like a plank of wood or something that I can like kind of use
Well,
to?
yeah. You want to investigate the room? You can.
Yeah, just like a way of like
Sure.
securing the ladder somehow.
Okay, Kahrns. So as you look through all the like sewage,
Investigate
and
the filth.
gross
Yeah,
things,
Kahrns doesn't mind getting their hands dirty.
you don't really see much of anything that can help you, but you do find a silver brooch in the style that has a raven on it that seems to softly glow a light blue.
A fine brooch.
Can I do a religion check on it?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's matron of ravens, but I want to know.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Oh, that's lovely.
All right.
That's lovely.
Hey, party.
You don't know what it is, but some of your other friends might know.
Well,
It
I'm gonna
looks
hang on
nice.
to that. So
Looks very
raven
well
brooch.
with your armor.
Is it a brooch or is it a?
It's a brooch, yeah.
Yeah, brooch. Okay, cool.
Do you want to ask Risa or Rove if
well,
they'll-
first
they can look at it?
I could literally identify it if you got.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm just gonna step out.
Awesome.
I'm gonna attempt to wipe it off a little bit, so it doesn't stink as
Yeah,
bad.
but Risa and Rove, you can like see if you just know based off.
I'm
of
busy casting Thunderwave.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't.
I'm gonna
I also
take
don't
cover.
have.
Thunder
Okay.
clap?
Does that damage inanimate objects? I'm assuming it does, but I don't know.
Thunderclap.
Things take thunder damage.
Okay. So you cast it. Can you roll your damage? And your damage will be dependent upon if you were able to break through or not.
Sure. 1 second.
Anyways, while he's doing that, Rove, did you want to roll to see if you know anything about this brooch?
I could.
Yeah.
Like a history check.
Actually, just in Arcana.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nope, no
I
clue.
don't know. Fuck all. What I would like to do, Gabi, is maybe kind of multitask the party a little bit and go down this hallway.
Sure. Noted. So basically you just see a
But,
door at the end. So if you want to go through the door, you can do that. And then we can come back to you. But let me finish with Risa first.
Sure.
3 thunder.
3 thunder damage. Well, unfortunately, Risa, that was barely enough to like even splinter the trapdoor, barely. So you're gonna have to do a lot more damage to get through than just that, unfortunately.
Oh, I just had a random thought.
What's up?
How tall is the ceiling in that room?
The ceilings are always in this place are roughly about 20 feet ish.
Dang, because I'm gonna
Yeah.
say like I could like just
Stand
try
on
and
your
lance it.
Well, I mean, if we're going,
Or I can just try throwing a hand axe at it really, really hard.
Well, you were able to climb up part way on the ladder, so you could probably reach it with the lance.
yeah, I'm gonna like slowly back my.
All right.
Run
Yeah,
out.
Kahrns going to
The tip flashes.
Here's the thing. I need to use my lance two-handed if I'm not mounted. So basically, I would need to. All right. So I know this can't support my weight. Do I know for how far up it can support my weight?
True. Yeah. So So basically, how it works is if you want to sort of do anything to the door, you have to be pretty lightweight, or you have to fly. Otherwise, the ladder will crash. And you're perceptive enough to know that. So well, let's see. How far is your lance?
Well, I have
Sorry.
a 10-foot. Well, I have a 10-foot reach with my lance. That's the
Can
thing.
I interrupt you? Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
Kahrn, I'm gonna like cast do a little thing on you with permission.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm gonna say, Kahrn, go ahead and walk on that wall.
Oh, spider climb.
Kahrn's
Oh,
just gonna do the thing where
shit.
they're just like,
How long does spider climb last for? Anyways.
Up to 1 hour.
Okay. Before we finish that, let's just jump to Rove and let's see if he wants to open this door.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it unlocked?
It is unlocked. Would you like to open it?
Yes. Very tentatively.
Sure. Oh wait. No, it is locked. Sorry. I'm bad.
Oh shit.
So it is locked. This door is locked.
Can I check out the lock?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
Please.
Yes, you
We
can,
get
Kaz.
a resident sneak thief. Captain, you're nated down in the east hallway. The west
Oh,
hallway.
Kaz. This is like butter.
Yeah.
Um,
Obviously.
yeah.
I'm in awe. Rove is just like.
It takes Kaz a mere 5 seconds to easily open the door.
Very nice. I give him some skin.
Oh.
Some scales.
Scale.
Ah.
Okay. All right, so that's what you see.
Then
And here's what you see.
Okay.
This damp, dark tower smells from rot and mildew.
surprise.
The floor glistens with puddles of water and trickles of moisture dribble down the wall to the west and south. What once might have been barrels and crates stacked against the walls have decayed into nearly unidentifiable heaps of mold.
Wow.
And this is right under the Raven.
No. So there's another level, and then there's another level on top of that for these towers.
Oh.
These towers are pretty tall. The
Okay.
second story just goes for this entire place, including the towers. But the towers are technically 3 stories tall.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, it's not true. Only the tower with the Raven is 3 stories tall. The other one is just 2 stories tall.
Can you
Not like it
can you
matters.
reveal that space, Gabby?
I
Which
believe
one?
I believe I did. Do you guys not
On
see
the
that?
map? Nope.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
The tower looks good to me.
Yeah,
Oh, the tower.
I see it.
Yeah, the tower. You should be able to. You can go in there if you
Oh.
want. Yeah.
Gabby, I was talking about this space here.
Let's
I wanted to
see.
check it.
Okay, well, we'll just say Kaz
Okay,
open
yeah,
that
yeah.
door then. Okay,
Kaz,
I mean,
Kaz.
yeah.
That's what
There
you
you go,
see.
Kaz.
Sorry about that.
Alright.
Did you want to go in there and explore anything, Kaz?
I'll do a quick investigation.
Okay.
12.
Got 12. Also give me a perception check too.
19.
Well, Kaz, as you walk into this room, you notice that the floor, the walls, the ceiling appear to be particularly covered in this greenish, slimy, really gross-looking mold.
Mm. Okay.
So your question is, do you continue to search the room, or do you say, no, I'm done?
I'm done.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're done. Great. So I'm sorry, Rove. Which room did you want to look in?
It seemed like the hallway continued around this bend, didn't it?
Oh, I think you guys just can't see here. You just can't see the wall. So no, it actually.
There's a wall there.
I think Ruark is at the door. To
Yeah,
that room.
Ruark's at the only other door. So
I mean, usually the cat's at the door
There.
when you come in and out, but yeah,
I know. What are you gonna do, Ruark? Make up your mind.
I think I want to go in.
okay.
Do it.
So Ruark, let's see if this door's locked. Oh, yeah, well, it's not locked, but it appears to be jammed, kind of like a lot of these doors are. So you're going to have to make an athletics check to try
So
and...
many flavors.
I am going to get assistance from those who are stronger than myself.
Okay. Who would you like to... Kahrns is doing something in the smelly room right now.
Any other strong people?
Got 13.
Yeah, bro, give it a
I
shot.
got little hands.
They got little hands. Okay, so Ruark, go ahead and make an athletics check with
Oh,
advantage.
me? Oh boy.
Or Rove, I don't know, one of you.
Here.
I'm only gonna get a +1, buddy. May as well.
Let me give it a try. Oh yeah, 19. How about that?
Hey, Kaz, you and Ruark push down the door.
It was mostly me.
Yeah, you can tell yourself that.
You push down the door, and here is what you see. Okay.
No. Oh, okay.
It appears to be a kitchen of sorts.
Okay.
And it shows signs of recent use and is actually fairly clean.
Wow.
A kettle is suspended above a large fireplace and a brick oven stands nearby. A cutting block bearing half a loaf of bread stands in the center of the room, next to an empty table. Shelves for holding dishes and utensils line the east wall. Oh, and there's also a door. I don't know if you can see it. There's a door across the room.
Is that bread old or new?
Do you want to go and make a check?
I'll sniff from right where I'm at. Thank you very much with my scent ability.
Sure. So I'll let you make a medicine check, just a normal medicine check to see if you can tell how long this bread has been by your sense. So.
Also, Gabi,
Yeah.
Is the fireplace lit?
Oh, that's a great question. Kettles. No, the fireplace is not lit. It's just
Is
above
it
it.
still
So
warm?
Ruark, you assume that this bread is probably about 3 or 4 days old. It's not necessarily moldy yet, but it's pretty hard. Like it's pretty solid.
But 3 or 4 days isn't much. I mean, that gives us some info, and we saw those saddles on the Orca,
Yeah.
so it's like,
Mhm.
all right, cool. Let's venture in and go see what's at that other door on the other side of the room.
Okay, so we're gonna pause there. We're gonna go to Kahrn for a second.
Yep.
Cool.
So Kahrn, you are attempting to jab the door with your lamp.
Well, now that I can just walk up the wall,
Oh, that's true. Right.
I'm gonna walk up and try and force my way open.
Okay. So cool, Kahrn. Why don't you give me an athletics check?
May I use my crowbar for this?
You may.
Hey, there we go. I bought this crowbar like level 2, and it's been giving me so much mileage.
Gordon Freeman there.
Pretty much.
Oh, wow. Jesus, Kahrn.
Yeah,
What is your athletic?
Don't call him
I
that.
have a plus 11 to athletics.
Good God.
That's
Okay.
out of his head.
Okay, Kahrn. You pry through, and let's see.
Showered with more filth.
Let's see what happens.
Rot and mildew.
So, just give me a second while I propel.
Good.
Don't worry, everything's fine. Just gotta propel.
Chris.
Nobody panic.
Mhm.
Everything's
Don't
fine.
trust the DM.
Sure.
Okay, Kahrn. So you go through the door.
I've been transported.
Oh, there he goes.
And this is what you see.
Here I go killing again.
So, first thing that you can see is all up towards the north part of the wall. You can see a bunch of windows. Windows set along the walls of this chamber make it a bit drafty. You can also see. This is cool. So then below you can see like little holes in the floor that I guess you couldn't see before. We'll just say, I don't know. In this whole room. So like this also covers the entrance of the the stronghold. We could call them murder holes, right? Like almost like little arrow slits, basically.
Yeah.
Overlooking the entryway to the level below, a fireplace is set on the south wall with a dusty iron kettle close by. And you obviously know where the trapdoor is because you came through it. There is, as you can see, there is a window off to the east of this room, and there's a door to the southeast, and that is what you see.
These some paranoid monks, man.
Right?
Got like
Yeah.
arrows.
Well, I think
all
it
over
was
the
a
damn
stronghold that was converted into
Oh.
place of
Yeah.
worship.
No.
Kahrn's just gonna lean down the top of the hole from the smell and just go, I found a way upstairs.
Okay.
I mean, there's also
we could still take the stairs.
there's also the stairs. Yeah, but
Well, I found a cooler way up to the
Okay.
second floor.
Okay, so now we're gonna jump back to Ruark. So Ruark, you want to open la door, I assume?
Please.
Okay, so Mr. Ruark, here's what you see. Ooh, okay. All right, and here's what you see. The walls of this room were once covered with row upon row of wooden shelving holding boxes of foodstuffs, but most of these supplies have been strewn across the floor. A few sausages still hang from hooks in the ceiling rafters, and an undisturbed bin of potatoes is scooted up against the rear face of the kitchen's brick hearth.
That's suspicious.
Is anybody hungry? Sausage and potato?
Raw potatoes.
Bangers and mash.
We have some old
There you
bread
go.
in another room.
Yeah.
And some
I'm
spoiled wine.
I'm full on Chull, man. I'm set.
Yeah. So, let's see. Oh, never mind. Okay. Anything you want to do in here?
I mean, let's give 12 and 13 a once over. See if there's anything
Sure.
we might have.
Do you and Kaz want to do that? Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and make investigation checks for me.
Okay.
I did not see the second one. I saw one, but well, so Ruark, you don't really find anything, but Kaz, as you are walking around, primarily over here, you find something suspicious.
Not suspicious.
Dun, dun,
Interesting.
dun.
You notice that over by the fireplace that there is, what is there? Oh, that so you moved the potato bin. You notice that behind the potato bin that there are, oh, actually no, fail. You notice that the back slats of the potato bin are built into the brick of the hearth's rear face. Does that make sense? It's like the back of the fireplace kind of thing.
Yeah.
And these slats can be removed to reveal a hollow behind the kitchen fireplace. Dun, dun, dun.
Secrets.
What could it be? Oh,
Told you those potatoes are sus.
Cheesecake.
so that's what you find. And it has a ladder, which leads down to a dark place. You cannot
Ooh.
see what's in there.
Oh, it's going down.
It's going just straight down. Yeah, straight down.
Let's do it.
Like
He hasn't
Are you
told us
gonna come
about
up or what?
It looked
So-
like a box. It looked like a box, and the cat had to jump in the box.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up with Kahrns if I can.
Sure.
Or
So yeah, let's
if I
jump
need
back.
if I need to cast fly or whatever, I'll do so.
Sure, let's
This
jump back.
is a great idea. We're definitely splitting the party. Fantastic.
Do it. Fuck it, dude. Let's do it.
Okay.
Hey, Ruark,
Those are
you
meant
want
to
to
be
go
broken.
into a small confined space with me?
I mean, I want to go down in a small confined space with you, buddy.
Risa, do you want to go up with them, or do you want to go down with the other? Or do you not want to do your own thing?
Oh, I'm going down.
Okay, you're going down. Okay. So Rove and Kahrn, you're exploring up here. So there's a window you can go look at over here,
Ooh.
or there's a door here.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, let's go look through the window real quick.
Let's look through the window.
So you look through the window, and I suppose we can just reveal it, because you can see it. So it basically just shows the area down below.
Oh, I see. So it's a collapsed
yes.
section.
Yeah. So let's.
Oh,
read
this
that.
map's so cool.
Very cool.
This large hall has a vaulted ceiling that rises to nearly 30 feet at its center. The area is dominated by a flagstone hearth at the north end and a 20-foot high wooden balcony to the south, supported by rickety-looking posts. High windows are set into the east and west walls, which also have door-sized holes smashed through them at either side of the balcony, either end of the balcony. The shattered remnants of a large trestle table. What's a trestle table? Anyone know? I don't know what a trestle table is. The shattered remnants of a large trestle table and a pair of benches litter the center of the room. Broken crockery is scattered about along with chunks of food.
Crocodile.
Yeah.
That's down below.
Yes.
Isn't
And
that
it
where we
looks
came in?
like the floor has at some point, caved in maybe a long time ago, and that there's a little walkway on the second level up here.
Yeah, it's
kind
over
of-
there.
Yeah.
You still have
we have-
you still have spider
Is this
climb,
a
don't you?
door or what?
Yes, the white thing right to the south of you is a door.
So this is a door.
Yes, if you want,
What
I'll
about this? This thing over here.
that is
Right next to F.
What is that? That's a great question. I think they described it, but I just don't know what the map.
Is that the
Oh, is that the
trapdoor?
hearth?
Yes.
Hmm.
I think so.
That's the hearth. Okay.
I think so. I think. No. I don't know what it is. Fuck. Or I think that's.
You're the DM.
I
It can
know.
be anything you want it to be.
I know. I can make it.
It's a shrine to Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's where there's a fireplace with a dusty iron kettle.
Okay.
Is it magical dust? No, I'm just teasing.
rub the kettle.
Yeah.
What's the
Angel dust.
condition? What's the condition of this door? Is it like? Does it look intact or will it?
That's a great question.
You could break it down.
Let's find out together, Karn. Let's find out together.
I don't want to break it down if I don't have to.
No. Not you. You can't break it down,
no,
but Kaz can.
The door is the door seems to not be locked or barricaded or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Hey, Gabi?
Yes.
So since I cast fly on myself to get up through the trap door, I'm going to. I'd like to fly out of this window and move over to this side.
Sure.
Here.
Sure.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
in that case, I'm just gonna open the door.
Okay.
There you go.
To reveal, surprise.
All
That.
Oh, it's just the
The
balcony.
balcony.
So you already
Dun.
you already know what that is. Let's jump back to Ruark, and company.
Okay.
And Risa and Kaz.
And company. Okay. So all right. So here, let's zoom in. We're a bit far out. Okay. So all right. So I'm assuming y'all want to. What do y'all want to do?
The cat has jumped down the hole.
The cat's out of the bag, man.
Okay. So
I'm gonna do a cool ladder slide.
Why didn't we make that joke when he went through the dimensional portal?
I know.
Oh,
It's a missed opportunity.
Okay.
The cat's out of the bag. And he's blue.
Ruark, here's what you see. So it's really dark down there, I think. Or at least I think it is. So the rickety
Thank
ladder.
goodness. Go ahead.
Rickety ladder leads down into a musty subterranean chamber, enclosed by rough masonry walls. You can see a figure sort of lying, sort of hunched over on the ground. It looks like it's trembling against the far wall. Sharing the chamber with the dusty, deteriorated remains of an armored corpse.
Ooh, armor.
The body's sightless eye sockets
Oh my god.
stare up blankly with a small silver disc clutched in one of its skeletal hands.
Oh.
Shiny.
A horizontal crevice between two blocks in the south wall glows with faint daylight. Okay, so it's not dark. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Marking a narrow opening that leads somewhere else. Okay, and you just see this like this huddled sort of figure over in the corner, and it's just shaking, and then you can hear it move, and it sounds metallic, and just goes, and it looks over at you, and just sort of stares, and you can't in the dark you can sort of make out that this is a humanoid creature, but it looks weird. It looks like Kahrn.
Kahrn, how did you get down here so fast?
But it's not Kahrn. You've never seen another Warforged before.
Call up on those earrings, man.
It sort of just looks at you incredulously, and it says, "Are you here to kill me?"
No, that wasn't really the plan. I think it was actually to find you. We've been looking for ones like you.
And he stands up and he says, he sort of stands up really, he seems like he's a very old person or hurt. He sort of has like a blackish sheen to his metal, and he has like little bits of like rusty gold accents on him. And he says, "You've been looking for me? Why?"
Yes, sir. Are you a follower of the Matron of Ravens?
And he says, "Of course. One of the last very few."
Well, I actually travel with one just like you.
And his head perks up and he says, "A forged like me that is walking
Yep,
and alive?"
absolutely.
Ask it its name.
We came to find you. My friend here would like to know what your name is.
Oh,
What he means is, what's your name?
he says, "Well, most of the crew here used to call me Locket."
Well, Locket, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Ruark.
Hello.
You look like you're moving a little bit slower. Are you in pain?
Yes, and as he sort of like moves part of his arm, you can see that his arm looks severely damaged. There's like wires and like weird shit sort of like hanging out, and he has like a severe limp and hunch to his gait. And he says, "May I see this other forge you claim?"
Absolutely. Hey, Rove, are you there?
Yeah.
I think that you should bring Kahrn downstairs.
Why? What's going on?
Oh, let's make it a surprise, shall we?
Okay. You know I like surprises. Okay. Kahrn, you want to head down?
Sure, if it's important.
Yeah. Apparently.
Just gonna like walk down the balcony like a normal person instead of like that three-dimensional chest to try to get upstairs.
Mhm.
Okay, and you walk down, Kahrn, and you can see this hunched over, sort of really badly looking forged that you've never seen another one before. And he looks he looks at you. You know, you both sort of have a moment where it's just really quiet, and you're just of reverie. And he says. He sort of walks. He stammers a little closer, and he says, "Kahrn, is that you?" And you can see his eyes start to get a little misty, and he looks at you, and you can feel something in your chest, Kahrn. You can feel something humming in your chest, a similar humming that you felt when you saw this island.
Friend, I'm afraid I don't know you.
And he cocks his head and he says, "Well, Kahrn, we've done so much together. How could you not remember me? I'm Locket. We fought in the great battles of Whitestone. We fought to save the matron before it all ended."
My memory was taken from me, brother.
And he says, "Oh, that's right. I suppose I did hear about that.
It was to
I didn't know it was you, though. I heard it was some of us. But, Kahrn, you've come at a grave time, I fear. Something awful is happening.
I know. My friends and I are trying to stop it.
And he looks up and he says, "What time of day is it?"
DM, do I know that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably at this point, probably been, I don't know, we'll just say 3 or 4 hours. Maybe it's like 4 o'clock. He says,
Okay. DM, I tell him that.
"Okay." And he says, Oh, we do not have much time, I fear. But I must show you something first. And he sort of grabs your hand.
Okay.
And he leads you down the corridor that I described that, it says it leads somewhere else. And he leads you down a corridor that sort of also has this same symbol. The symbol is a pretty widely known symbol of the matron, which is a symbol you saw coming in. And it's just basically, it's actually very similar to the brooch you found, Kahrn. Just a raven with its wings spread open. And it's glowing this beautiful soft blue light. And in the room, it's not that big of a room, really. It's like maybe like 15 by 15, if that. And in this room, you can see a sarcophagus. But around the sarcophagus, glowing in all of this beautiful sort of soft icy blue light, you can see all of these forged. But they're all in a position of kneeling around the tomb with their head sort of on their hand, and they appear to be like sort of powered down, very similar to like you were when you woke up. Locket says, "Behold, brother, this is what's left of us, but they are not awake.
How do we wake them?"
He says, well, and as you see them, Kahrn, too, you can see in your chest is just really, really, really humming something really, really intensely. Almost audibly, like everyone can hear the humming within it. And then it slowly softens. And then Locket looks down at your chest and he says, has it been released yet?
Has what been released?
And then he puts his hand on your chest and he sort of closes his eyes for a second, and you can hear some like mechanical sounds happening within his head, and his eyes just kind of shoot open, and he says, Kahrn, you've been reprogrammed.
What?
That's part of the reason that your memory is lost. You have something in you that none of us have. And I don't know. It's, and he says, do you mind? And he sort of like grabs his hand towards your chest, like he wants to open up your chest.
Kahrn will just slowly nod, but sort of look past Loctite's shoulders and just ask, whose grave is that?
Okay, and he sort of stops and he says, it is our patron saint, which you know. He says, it is the savior saint, Saint Markovia. She's buried here. And Kahrn, you know from reading various things since your reawakening, you know that Saint Markovia is kind of like the Jesus of the matron. She was the one that really led all the battles against, and sort of took a stance against the claims that were being stated.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she ended up dying. And he, as he looks into your chest, Kahrn, he finds, do you remember?
The golden skull?
Yes!
Yeah, I remember.
He finds the golden skull. That, for those of you that don't know, in one of the first episodes of this campaign, Kahrn found we found a golden skull, and then Kahrn had it put inside of him. Or wasn't
because I died.
Yeah, because that was your actual skull that was golden, and then we put it inside you.
Well, yeah, so the story was when, oh god, who was our turtle friend again?
Fertile the turtle.
Yeah, Fertile. So, in our first, real, dungeon, we were exploring the spooky house, Kahrn died.
The first adventure of the whole
campaign. And then
campaign.
Fertile used some warlock magic to basically bring me back from the dead.
Nice. Yeah.
So his eyes sort of go wide, and he says, that is the face I remember. And he takes out the skull from you, and he places it on. He walks over and he sort of places it sort of on the tomb of Saint Markovia, and he says, Kahrn, there's something within you that I believe might awaken the rest of them, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know how, but something is meant, you're meant to trigger at some point. And I don't know when or why or how, but I do believe that you were created, or you were put to sleep to help the rest of us awaken. And he smiles a really sweet, nice smile. My friend, I fear that's all I know. Now, he wanders over to the tomb, and he puts the skull sort of down on the ground, and he pushes open the sarcophagus with a heavy sort of sound, and he says, "Kahrn, please come here."
I will slowly approach.
You can see the body of Saint Markovia, and she's dressed. Her skeleton is long been there, but she's dressed really nicely. And you can see curiously that even though she's wearing her armor that she apparently wore in life, that there is a piece of her armor that's missing. And the piece of her armor that's missing is around her, like her thigh, so her thigh bone is just sort of there. And like most of the rest of her is covered, even though you can see the skeleton. And again, as you look at her, and as you look at this, you sort of feel something in your heart space. And Locket reaches down. He grabs this thigh bone, and he puts it into your hand. And something about it feels familiar, and something about it feels right, and something about it feels intense. And as you hold this thigh bone, you sort of have a vision of yourself in this woodland area where you are surrounded by what look to be some decrepit version of undead. You are holding this thigh bone. And as you're holding this thigh bone, you're using it like anyone would use a mace. You begin to swing at these things. And as you do, big sort of bursts of bluish, sort of grayish light, similar to the color that you saw in this crypt, burst from it, and some of the undead turns completely to ash. And after that, you sort of come back just for a minute, and you remember holding this before, and you remember that this is a pretty powerful weapon, and you just feel this sense of opening in you and wonder. And Locket says, "This used to belong to you. Thankfully, it was returned when you had fallen asleep, when you were put to sleep, rather. And there's a reason that you were drawn back here, Kahrn. This is one of the relics of the matron. It's known as St. Markovia's thunderous thigh bone." And so, Kahrn, you have just received a very magical item.
Yay!
The thunder thighs of Saint
Thunder
Markovia.
Thunder thigh bone.
The thunder thighs.
You do a lot of good work with that.
So, Kahrn, I'm going to post this in the Discord.
Sure.
But this is a artifact, which means as you level up, it will get other abilities.
Yay!
Yes. So that's that. So we can read that in a second. He says, and then Locket looks to the rest of you, and he says, "We need to get to work. I don't even think I've told you about what is coming."
No, you haven't.
And
Please.
he says, "It happened 2 or 3 nights ago. 3 nights ago. Here at our hermitage, we had been fine. We had noticed some of the black waters around our island. And of course, we were concerned. And the Idirus didn't seem displeased, per se. But we noticed that the watcher of our great temple began flying off at night, weirdly. For some reason, he had not done that before. Every night, he began flying away. And on the second night he flew away, I was outside of the hermitage, simply gathering some food from our garden, when I saw it. A corpse, dripping wet, shriveled and discolored, as if longly immersed in the sea, covered in white and blue barnacles. It didn't see me, thankfully, but it stalked into the room and began to search, as if it were looking for something. Me and the rest of the hermitage decided we had better attack it, so we did. We slayed it. However, the sounds or something brought on an immense number of these things from the waters. We watched in horror as our island became surrounded by these creatures coming out of the ocean. And we had no choice but to flee, but we had nowhere to flee to. We did our best to barricade the doors. We attacked them from the second story as they came, but there was only 4 of us, and we are monks, we are not fighters. They soon got through the doors. We had no choice but to seal ourselves into the tomb that was below us. Every night they came, presumably looking for us. They would scratch at that door, at that secret door, looking for some way, and we prayed to the matron every night that they would not figure out to accidentally open that secret door, which thankfully they didn't. So, my friends, very, very grave things. They also have bizarre tentacles coming out of parts of their body. Strange, dark, eerie things. I fear they're coming again tonight. And I have nowhere else to go. Should they find the forged, I fear they might damage them. I could be wrong. Maybe they're just looking for me. I don't know. They're looking for something, though. And I would hate it if the rest of our race was killed in their sleep. Please, I implore all of you to defend this place and destroy whatever darkness is coming and looking for something. I don't expect you to help me. But he looks over at you, Kahrn, and he looks down at the thigh bone in your hand, and he says, but you're my only hope.
Kahrn will raise up the thigh bone. Just sort of, I solemnly swear to defend this keep with my life. And I will drive back the darkness that bashes in our door.
Very well. Very well. We've not have much time. There's certain things we can do. We can barricade the doors, which is what we did. They will still get in, but it will slow them. There are things that we can find around the hermitage to assist us in this, but beyond that, I'm afraid we're stuck with what we've got. And he says, I think we should get to work.
All right.
Okay. So.
A lot of beats.
There's a lot of deets. So basically, are we cool to play for maybe like 10 or so more minutes and then we can wrap up? Or do you guys want to wrap up now?
I think this was a good stopping point.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah.
So then we will, so then that will be our adventure for the day.
Awesome.
That's where we will conclude. Next adventure, you will all be fending off this horde of monsters and barricading the stronghold to prevent
Nazi zombies, y'all.
to prevent the horde from coming. So, yeah.
Hop on the
Helm's Deep
island,
with
hop
zombies.
out super quick. That's all it's supposed to be.
We could still leave.
Famous last
but
words.
We'd be shitty people. If only we had a ship. We could just
Yeah.
put all the war force on.
Goddamn comment.
Only we had a cask of gunpowder. Oh wait, we do.